Okay, somebody talk. Make sure that they can hear you.
Ah.
Perfect. All right.
Start screaming. Oh no,
Oh, that
Not
is a
again.
cute screen.
not again. This is a very cute screen. I think.
Very nice.
I like the little trees in the corner.
Oh, now they can see my profile picture. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to tell you guys, is that they'll see that in your nickname. So. All
IP
right.
Hilda will be missed.
R.I.P. Hilda.
Yeah, put an
R.I.P.
X over Hilda's face.
So those of you who are not in the Discord but are in chat or watching this, the reason why the stream title is different today is Hilda couldn't make it, but we didn't have like a ton of notice to do anything all that different. So I wasn't going to cancel the stream or anything like that at short notice, so I just decided to discuss what we'll do on stream. As you can see, I've made them another sort of Theater of the Mind splash screen like the Sunday group. I'm good at making them now, so they don't take very long, so I'll make one for the Friday group too before then. So, yeah. What did you
Oh no, what did Sour post? Nice.
Okay, thank you, Sour, for that. Hang on, I'll show it. The original version.
Oh boy.
Not the edited version.
Oh wow, that's huge. Alright. This is what we were laughing about before the stream started. Hearth and home.
Truly one of the most cursed things I've ever made.
I'm gonna see it and start like scream laughing again. I think.
Hang on, roll 20s. Input isn't working right.
Like every day, there's one photo that I'll acquire somewhere, and then for the next 24 hours, it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen, and then I'm done, and it gets another picture.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. This was a image that was made by our very own Koja.
You can't see, but I'm bowing.
Very apt. Shockingly fitting each of the characters quite well.
I can really get a sense of like who these characters are through this picture.
But
yes, somehow this was the first thing I thought to do with the new Naraka reference I made. Terrible.
Yeah, Jay, you don't have to introduce us every session anymore. You just have to pull this up and then be like, all right, guys, let's continue where we left off.
Basically, yeah. So, as far as what we're going to do today, I was thinking, technically, by the rules of D&D, Hilda should be awake by morning. But I was thinking, since you guys are spending at least another day or two traveling, we could do a kind of mini session where we do one of those days, since I've already rolled out all your encounters for the journey. Since the next time you guys take a long rest will be... I can't make Hilda be out for multiple days, but if we wanted to say that Hilda was out for a day, then we could do one of those encounters on the way to Rockfall.
Rest in piss, indeed.
So it'll probably be very short. I guess depending on what you guys do and how much time you guys take to do things. Could be quite short. Could be quite fast. But that at least then we play a little bit of D&D, and then as for what we do afterwards, I think everybody unanimously enjoyed doing tier lists. So we won't do like 3 full hours of tier lists, but we'll do a bit of D&D and then see how long tier lists entertain us for after. And at that point, once we finish the D&D stuff, anybody who wants to leave can feel free to. And then we'll just wrap up when things wrap up. But I didn't want to fully cancel. I didn't want to do a full stream of tier lists, but I also didn't want to do a full session without Hilda. So this is a bit of a compromise that adds all 3 of those together. So how does that sound?
All good by me.
And by me?
Sounds good here.
All right. You guys can start thinking of tier lists that you want.
No, you've given me too much executive decision.
Creative writing backstory session. That might be interesting.
Give Naraka time to write out the backstory.
I don't want to throw that on them right now.
I get peer pressured into writing it right now.
I think my backstory is like pretty much done. Like
I
minor
think-
details.
yeah,
Like, I don't have it like novelized, but you
That'd
know.
be an interesting idea to do, Jay Bilger, but these guys have most of their backstories fleshed out. So it would just be us sitting around yelling at Naraka.
Yeah. You're like, work harder. Like, okay, I get it. I understand. It's not like I already don't do creative writing every single day. Don't go to art school, kids. It's a waste of time. Don't go to art school.
It is.
I say in art school. Don't go to art school. Don't waste your money.
But yeah, so we'll do a little mini session of one day of the journey while the day that happens while Hilda's unconscious, and then we'll wrap up and do something else. So I'm not gonna number this one as like an actual session. The next one will just be the next numbered session. So this will just be a mini in between 0.5 session. Of a day spent while Hilda's knocked out.
Hilda's knocked out. We're like, well, what to do, gang?
But yeah. Okay. All right then. Oh yeah, DJ. What would that be?
Yeah, come on, DJ. What is it?
We'll be doing it no matter what after this, so we'll get over to Dungeons and Dragons. All right, mountain ambiance. Where'd you go?
Gotta love some mountain ambiance.
It's very nice.
Oh, yes. Oh, I can hear the mountain ambiance. Also, Jay, I went and listened to
The song that you didn't hear because you were
Yes,
muted.
I did. And let me tell you, I was not exaggerating when I was like, I'm gonna cry. I did. It's
Weenie.
fine. I'm a little weenie. I heard the first like 2 notes and I was like, oh, okay. My cats were a little concerned. I was like getting into bed like crying and they were like, okay. It was fine. It's fine, I think.
For everybody else, that was in reference to the little date that Naraka and Adelaide had. I was playing a little heartfelt song in the background that I didn't realize until after that Naraka had her roll 20 muted, so she didn't hear any of it. So I told her to go listen to it. I told her what song I was using for that, so she could go listen to it.
What a shame. It faded in so subtly.
No, I'm gonna get Pavloved and start
Totally not pulling it up on my phone.
But
No. This is torture.
previously on Hearth and Home, the party has been making a journey across Averlin, heading west. I'll just show you. You guys don't need to come with me, but I'll show you. I'll show the stream. Heading from the small town of Hearth to a even smaller town in the mountains called Rockfall. And so they've spent a couple days traveling and had a few encounters. They met a strange lady in the woods. And then had an argument amongst themselves, which resulted. Well, before that, they met some monsters and had a little mini fight. They found, I think, a ring on one of the dead bodies that the monsters had killed, and then proceeded to arrive kind of right at the base of the mountains, where they set up camp, and then. Flimp played a prank on Hilda involving the candies, the trick-or-treat candies that they had, which ended up turning Hilda into a chicken for a minute. And then when Hilda changed back, they had a little argument that resulted in a physical confrontation in which Flimp knocked Hilda unconscious. So where we are right now is the party going to bed for the night. With Hilda not really getting to choose when they go to bed.
Like, oh,
When we're forced
night.
to sleep.
Time
Now-
to take a nap.
Now,
Speaking of which,
technically, Hilda should have woken up at some point during the night. But we're just going to say that Hilda got hit real hard and is going to be unconscious for an extra day just because Hilda couldn't make it to the session.
We accidentally kick her in the head while trying to get ready for bed. It prolongs the sleep.
knocks
DM
them
has
back out.
final ruling anyway.
Yeah, we can do things throughout the session that re-knock Hilda out.
Like, oh, whoops, that was a tree that her head just hit. Oh, sorry.
She fell out of the cart.
Oh
Oops.
no, whoops. Oh, was that a rock falling from somewhere?
God.
Rock falls, only Hilda dies.
Dear.
But that is where we arrive today. With, I suppose, everybody waking up in the morning, everybody but Hilda, who does not get up as the
Alright.
sun rises.
Well. Oh, I'm on the drawing tool. Nice.
Classic.
I would like to pick up the remaining candy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna Discord you what I'm gonna do with it, but
Oh no.
God.
yeah, I intend to do something with it.
I thought we said no more of this.
No, you'll see. It's okay.
I know. I'm just teasing. I think there was only one left.
I think so.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Oh,
I
boy.
think.
Okay.
Man, could you have ever expected this one-off funny bit would cause so much chaos?
Like, Hilda's not here.
I'll give them some funny candies. Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing could go wrong with this. Everything goes wrong.
Yeah, imagine if we had Sildren's 10 more.
Oh no.
Children is out there somewhere wreaking havoc with the 10 candies.
All right. So first to rise early in the morning is Flimp, who scoops up the remaining candies.
And then I guess I'm gonna spend the rest of the time that I've woken up early trying to get Hilda into the cart. Because I think it will take me that much time to get Hilda into the cart. considering
Her
my
head, like,
size
whacks
and
against the
general
side of it.
strength.
Now, Koja, are you sleeping in the cart, or are you just still there?
I am.
Oh,
Alright.
you are?
I
Well,
am.
I'm gonna wake somebody up.
Oh no.
Throws Hilda's unconscious body on top of Code.
As a small little
Hey, it's gonna
gnome,
be-
Flimp, it'll be relatively difficult for you to
Yeah.
accomplish this. Part of the way, as you're trying to lift Hilda up, all of a sudden Hilda shifts slightly, waking up, and then falls out of your arms and smacks her head against the ground, knocking her unconscious again.
Every
Get a
time
brief
she
groggy,
almost wakes
oh,
up,
good morning. Just knocked back
Immediate.
out.
yeah.
That'll buy us another 4 hours.
Okay.
Hilda
Ev-
just gets
yeah.
blunt trauma
think-
every 2 hours.
Just like, oh, we gotta make sure she's like still asleep.
Maybe I drag Hilda and like prop Hilda up against the cart, but like maybe that's as far as I get them.
I missed. Alright, that's
Drag
gotta
me
go.
through Arnold.
Alright, you prop Hilda up against the cart, as Koja still snoring inside of it.
Alright, and then I guess I'll just wait for somebody stronger to help me.
Okay.
Look straight at her. When will she be up?
Naraka, you can tell me how long it takes for you to wake up if you're sleeping in this morning.
Not that long, honestly. I think she'd be a little worried that Hilda's not doing okay.
Alright.
Just wakes up and sees Hilda's head just like hit the ground, like, all right.
Then Flimp, you don't need to wait too long before Naraka begins to stir and wakes up.
Good morning, Naraka.
Hey.
Naraka, as you look around, Hilda is gone.
Oh. Where's Hilda?
You see like some ash on the ground, and you see like some fire in Flimp's palm.
Okay. Did you kill Hilda possibly?
Oh no, Hilda's right over here, behind the cart. I
Oh.
was Hilda's still unconscious, so I was trying to put them up in the cart, but you know. I could use some
will
help.
help you with that. Yeah. Just to, make sure nothing else bad happens to her. I say, whacking her head on the side of the car. I'm gonna put her in. It's
And
okay.
Koja's still asleep in the cart.
Throw Hilda on top of.
Yes. Oh no.
No, okay.
We should just set off with both of them in the cart.
we just leave it there, you know?
What the fuck? Just jumps out of the cart.
Koja, I was gonna warn you, but I didn't. I mean, I did see you, but like it didn't register. So sorry.
Koji, you have a bit of a rude awakening as something thumps down next to you in the cart.
Jesus. Oh god, is she dead?
I don't think she's dead. Flip said she
She
was
looks
dead,
dead.
but I don't know.
I'm gonna check and make sure that Hilda's not dead.
You can hear soft breathing.
Oh, okay. Well, at the very least, Hilda's breathing.
I'm gonna poke her face anyway.
No reaction.
Uh-huh.
Anybody have charcoal?
Charcoal?
No. Actually, yeah, no, I just carry around charcoal eyeliner with me.
Darn. Neither do I.
Oh. We need charcoal for you, mysterious little man.
Oh wait, I have ash. Okay, I will use the ash to smear some battle scars on, or some war paint looking stuff on Hilda's face.
Alright.
Hilda wakes up and is like, "Did you doodle on my face while I was asleep?"
I figured that was what you were trying to do. I figured Flimp was pulling a Jigglypuff.
Yep.
Draw a hammer, just like bonk.
And a nice hammer right on Hilda's forehead.
All right, you smear some war paint looking markings on Hilda's face. The sun is now fully risen, and you can just kind of hear the occasional bird chirping and the wind kind of moving through this mountain pass.
Well, I guess we should get moving.
I mean, I guess.
Probably. I don't know. Hilda's kind of. She heavy? No, it's okay. You can deal with it.
I mean, she was riding the cart anyway.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Cusco. Let's go.
Can't believe you two would do this to Cusco. Actually, no, just Flip specifically.
Yeah, I did nothing. I did nothing. Sure, I was complacent, but also I was not aware that it was happening because I went to sleep. So.
Yeah, I didn't know what's happening either. I should have cast that hideous laughter.
All right. So you get your things together from the makeshift camp that you set up, and Hilda comes with.
Hilda, actually, we just leave her there.
And you begin to set out on your day, heading kind of in really the only direction you can through a bit of a makeshift canyon in between two high rocky cliffs off to your left and right. As you sort of wind your way in between these mountains. You walk for around an hour through this sort of stony terrain as you hear the cart kind of clacking behind you along the stones. Before you arrive, let me drag you all in. Continuing your way along the mountain pass.
I'll shrink my map. I can't. Anything.
You eventually find yourself facing a parting of the roads. Ahead of you, down the canyon, the path splits into a left and a right, with a high rock wall separating the two.
Oh no.
All right, guys, let's listen to Robert Frost. Which one is the road less traveled? Let's actually not take that one.
I hate you for that interpretation.
Sorry, I'm writing poetry right now. I have to be in a mindset. Kill me, actually. Never mind, I hate poetry.
Okay, crossbow out. I also can't move the cart.
We just leave the cart there.
No, we'll just leave them behind. It's whatever.
I think it's okay.
I just grew up with Cusco.
Leaving the cart behind.
Alright. Can you move it now? No?
I cannot.
I can't either.
Okay. This is what's going on with it.
Yo.
Now you can.
PogChamp.
All right.
Slimesicle Champ?
you wheel your cart up towards this separation of the paths and sort of gradually come to a stop as you're forced to choose directions.
Is there any like marking or sign or I mean, I know that seems obvious, but is there any way to discern which is
The two paths seem very similar, both rocky terrain. There isn't any sort of signage placed around that would point off in different directions. Seems to just be a fork in the road.
Is there a place to climb up that would be not terribly difficult? Or is it pretty sheer?
It's pretty sheer.
I don't know. I have hooves. Be like a mountain
yeah,
goat.
so-
I can
you've
mountain
proven
goat
yourself
up
so
this
good
bitch.
at
Oh
climbing
yeah. I have hooves, everyone. You cannot climb. Please shut up.
I'm better at climbing rocks than you.
Well, then you climb the rocks then.
No.
You're supposed
Or
to pick a path.
okay, how are we gonna pick this path?
How are we gonna pick this path? This is some real shonky business right here, guys.
I don't know. We could like lift up Hilda and then like kind of shake her around.
No, it's birdies. Not
And then
pulling any weak kids, birdies.
whichever direction her head falls, we can just go that way.
I'm
kinda-
smacking Rock on the back of the head.
No,
Wait, no, I can't reach.
can't reach.
Just her back.
Would you like? Can I can like bend down so you can smack the back of my head.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll allow it.
There.
Okay, it didn't hurt, but it's like whatever.
Mm,
Are there any like wagon tracks or something like anything on the ground that would make one be more or less
Make an
traveled?
investigation check.
$19.
Then you can see footprints going in both directions, and then some very light wagon tracks heading off to the right.
Well,
I'm going right. I already decided before that result.
Hilda can
Alrighty.
stay.
Real shonky business, right?
Oh wow. Oh no, I'm under the cart. Ah, please help me.
Yeah, the cart's above all of us.
Then
Oh,
you steer Kuzco off to the right side of the path, bringing the cart and Hilda with you.
Supposedly.
1 sec, I'm just fixing the map. Adding all you guys.
It's okay. a little nervous, but it's fine.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Mhm. That's
Yeah,
what
we chose
that's
the
what
right
you
path,
always
right?
say. Ahaha.
Yeah.
Ahaha. Fun.
Pick the right one.
We did in
We're
fact
good.
I
pick
mean,
the
it
right
is the
path.
one on the right, yes.
We did
Yeah.
pick the right path. Jay's like, okay, guys, you encounter some owlbear.
2 owlbears and a
Clearly.
one-eyed wolf?
The dragon.
Sildren has tamed the owlbears.
All right. So you pull off to the right and head maybe 10 minutes down that kind of new pathway. It's very similar, kind of easy to begin to confuse things as a lot of this terrain starts to look the same. Making your way in between these sort of rocky cliffs. And eventually you come, about 10 minutes later, traveling down this path, you come across this.
Spooky. You guys remember what happened the last time we went in one of those?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know. Looks pretty big.
You go in. You go right on
I don't
ahead.
want to go in.
I'm not stopping you.
I'm not saying that I want to go in. I'm saying
Kinda
that
sounded
in
like you wanted to go in.
comparison
Stop right there,
to the
please.
rest of us.
No.
I am glad I didn't move.
Okay, guys, today's
about-
the day in my life.
Here's where I'm going to stop. As you guys walk forward, you hear a rumbling and kind of feel it along the ground as you walk. Naraka, with your hooves, you're able to hear it, to feel it a little bit better than those who are wearing boots.
Ears on the feet.
And then all of a sudden, from out of the cave comes bounding.
What is that? Is that a giant?
What is that?
A very large creature, which immediately just sprints out of the cave and blocks your path.
Bro, sprinting. He's got a little belly on him. How fast can he fucking sprint?
How tall is this? Is this like taller
It's
than
a
Naraka?
Big bitch.
It is taller than Naraka, correct?
Oh no!
dear.
My
Despite the three
inferiority
tiles.
complex.
We better run. It's taller than Naraka.
It stands at least a few feet taller than Naraka, and is sort of both rotund and quite muscle bound, with large fangs and a necklace of skulls. It charges its way out of the cave and then says,
Hey, you. No one passes through here.
Oh, thank God it talks.
Wouldn't say thank God. That voice is terrifying.
Whose domain is this that we can't cross through?
It's mine. What do you mean, whose domain?
Well, I was kind of trying to ask indirectly for your name, but
you see it sort of scratch its head and go,
Name's Rogue.
okay. So, should we just turn around then and go the other way? Is that what you're telling us we should do?
If you want to pass through here, then you gotta pay the toll.
Uh-huh.
And where
what
does
would
this
that
path
be?
go?
Oh yeah, that's more important.
Yeah, and how
actually.
much
Yeah.
gold?
Like, where does this go?
Through the mountains to town.
Okay, this is the path.
Alright, and what is the toll?
Toll is 20 gold per person.
Oh my god.
Mm.
How much money do I have?
I don't even have 20 gold. I'll be honest.
Let me take a look. See. Let me take a quick look.
Although, I mean, we probably could get Lady Bailey to reimburse us on that.
We could, and I do have enough money to cover Flip as well if need be.
Oh right, Hilda is not down. We
And
will have to steal from Hilda.
Do we have to pay? Where does
Yeah, our friends
Yeah,
Yeah,
are
does
contemplating
Hilda
it.
want us to...
do we have to
Hmm.
pay for Hilda?
20 gold per
How,
person who passes through.
Including the unconscious one?
That's
Nope.
very fair. Wait, was that
And the
was that-
camel? Or the llama?
Do we have to pay for the law? Yeah.
Does a llama count?
No, your horse is fine.
Okay. Can I make an insight check to see if I feel like we could beat this thing?
it
Like, just a general strength. I don't know.
It's taller than me.
sure, make an insight
It doesn't
check.
mean we can't kill it. I don't know.
We did kill the hag.
Yeah.
True. But then again, Hilda was there. We had 4 people and not 3.
15.
You get a sinking sensation in your stomach that this thing might be very dangerous.
Mhm.
Okay.
big guy,
Particularly, especially because one of your party members is currently incapacitated.
Yeah.
say, big guy, would you happen to know anything about the other path to the left a little while before here?
Other path?
Yeah, there was another path.
I don't know nothing about that.
Fair enough.
You all want to go back and try the other path?
I mean, we could, but I feel like we can afford to take this loss.
Yeah, I feel like this is just
Oh
swindling
wait,
us out
actually,
of our
important
money.
detail. Will we have to pay on the way back too?
Of course, everyone who passes through.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
I will not.
As
pay
I
the
was
money.
saying.
That changes things. I mean, at that point, it's just 40 gold per person now, isn't it?
I have enough, but not that much.
Well then, you gonna pay or not?
I know I don't have 40 gold. I can tell you that much.
40, but I have over 40, but not that much. Over 40.
I got no money.
Okay.
I'm
All
broke.
right.
How much money does
Broke ass
Hilda
wizard
have?
right here.
Whoopsies. Well, you drive a hard bargain. I'm just gonna get back in the cart. I see where this is going.
Maybe we should go the other path, guys.
Yeah, maybe. That seems
a
like
little
a
peek.
decent idea.
We'll just take a peek. Yeah,
I am-
actually,
I-
Bard, do your job.
No, I'm taking a hard no on that thing.
All right.
Nope. And
So you
right on out of here.
you turn the cart around, heading back down the path
Yep.
where you came.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
All
Yep.
right.
Try not the other path.
The man drives a good bargain.
All right. Then you make your way after about 10 minutes back to the fork in the road.
We left Hilda there, actually.
Goodbye, Hilda.
Hilda doesn't deserve to come with us.
Oh,
Hilda's gonna
We need to
right.
wake up and pay.
fight whatever that out was.
So you head back to the fork in the road, spinning the cart yet again to head down the left side of the path and travel for about 20-ish minutes. And then arrive at this.
Yup.
God.
Had a feeling.
damn.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Wow, guys.
Yep.
This
This is
so
you're not getting
great.
through.
Maybe this one won't ask for money. Maybe we just have to kill it. We know how to kill things, right? It doesn't cost money.
Well, we could have killed the last one.
Could have in quotes.
Could have, yeah,
have,
quotes.
In the sense of,
In the
do
same
you all
in the same
want
way
to
we
be in a
could kill
death
this one.
save?
So this time you're met with a similar situation, though the
Yup.
large troll that bounds out of this cave to meet you is even larger than the last one. And it runs up, blocking your path, holding a large spiked stone club, and says,
Wait, no one gets through here.
Let me guess. We gotta pay a toll.
Yeah, how'd you know?
There's another guy. We just talked to him.
Another guy?
Oh wait, okay.
I
Did you
think
know
we
that
did.
somebody's stealing half of your toll half of your toll?
Yes, there's somebody else on your turf, big guy.
Half the people that come through here
They're
go to the other
charging
road and
so much
get
money.
charged by the other person.
It's so much money. Ridiculous.
What you mean?
There were more wagon wheels on
Ridiculous.
that road too. We could show you. It's like 20 minutes back that way. You just take a right instead of a
Yeah.
left.
How I know you're not tricking me?
I mean, what are we gonna do if we do trick you,
You
right?
would literally follow us. I have no doubt you could smash us easily.
Come on,
Literally,
Samantha, you
like-
big guy.
An eighth of your size.
You are
I mean,
pretty puny.
Yeah, I mean, me
Yeah.
not so much as the
Especially
other
me.
ones, but still.
That is true. Brooke could smash you in just a second.
You want us to show you the other guy? I mean, you deserve the toll of both of these roads. You don't need to.
You are right about that, but what if someone comes by when I'm gone?
He does have a point.
I can set an alarm so that if anyone comes by, we'll know and we can come take them out.
You're a little magical little rabbit, huh?
I am.
He's so tiny.
He really is so small.
In comparison to this guy, yes.
Burke steps forward, kind of leering over all of you. He's more than twice your height, Naraka.
Yeah. He is much bigger.
And says, alright, let's see your spells then, rabbit.
Alright. I'm gonna stand over here.
Believe in you, bro.
And I'm gonna pull out. Well, I use my arcane focus for this. I don't actually have the spell. Just like out of character, I don't actually have the spell. I don't have it prepared. So I'm going to pull out some. Oh, I don't have a component pouch either. Let me see.
We were like, yeah, we'll set an alarm. Can't do that.
Okay. Oh, can I borrow some rope from one of you?
Yeah, I got you.
I need some rope
I'll
for this
give
spell.
you my rope.
Forgot to. All right, and then I'm gonna just just like set the rope across the thing and start muttering some magic words, and I'm gonna
Okay.
cast different spell. I'm gonna cast.
Well, hang on. First,
minor illusion.
let's hear the magic words.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, one second.
I'm waiting, little man.
Oh no. This could go so bad.
This spell doesn't require verbal components. Where is the verbal component spell? Oh, there's one. Okay. So I'm gonna cast a message, and I'm gonna be like, shit. I'm messaging shit to Koja. And then I'm gonna say, alright, I got this. Levitate, Mr. Rope, and protect this road for Burke, so we may return and make sure that no one crosses in its disappearance. And then I'm gonna cast minor illusion on the rope and make it start to glow. Make the rope glow.
All right. So just clarify what you're doing with the rope. Then are you dragging it like a kind of across the whole thing?
I'm literally just laying it across the road.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing. I just wanted to make sure.
And then just because I can't make. Can I make with minor illusion a spectral rope that would cross the whole thing?
You could, but there would still be a normal rope sitting there.
Okay, so I would make with minor illusion the spectral rope.
What color is it?
A nice bright purple.
All right.
Maybe violet.
If you want to be specific about it.
It would be, yeah, roughly like 2 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Fantastic. Such a good rope.
Shoulder height for Flimp.
The
Ooh, purple.
The large troll looks relatively impressed by this. Looking down and kind of scratching his head. He's got a rock strapped to his head as a makeshift helmet. And he scratches his head and says,
Not bad, little rabbit.
I can do some things.
Now, you were saying about a competitor?
Yeah, he's back this way. You want us to show you to him?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm getting back in the car.
Gonna go this way.
Yep.
the large troll is going to take care to take a large step right over top of your rope to avoid it as he begins to follow you down the path. Behind you, you just hear these booming footsteps as he follows you.
Oh, this is gonna be such a shit show. Oh my god.
All right. For a tense 20 minutes, the booming follows you as this troll leers over you on your way
Footstep
back to the. Now that you say
Oh
that,
god.
I actually do have some stomping.
Oh boy.
As you make your way back to that fork in the road.
Don't like how atmospheric it is.
I'm gonna wait for you guys to clear out of the way because he's big boy.
He's a bit.
Hilda's gonna
large.
go.
Oh no, Hilda!
And tiny for a moment.
Oh, look how small he. Oh no! He just like doesn't fit through the little path.
Also, oh, never mind.
Alright. What we waiting for? Let's get a move on.
He's just up ahead here. 10 minutes walk.
What do you say, big guy?
Alright, you better not be tricking me, or I'm gonna smash you all.
Of course not.
Uh-huh.
Cross
I
my
bet.
heart and hope to die.
Hope to not die. Oh, shit.
Also, if it isn't already clear, I've definitely cast Mage Armor on myself.
Yeah, I figured from you were doing it in the morning, so
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
this version of you didn't carry over the status, but I got it.
Alrighty, cool.
All right, then you make your way back to the mountain fork on the right. The stomping following you the whole way, as Burke keeps a close eye on you.
The real question is he still out here?
Oh, that'd be really bad.
I like how this guy was like, pay my toll, and we were like, no. And then this other guy was like, pay my toll, we were like,
You didn't even ask the other guy how much.
How
How
Did you?
about?
No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
he might have only been charging like 5 per.
Yeah, but then he would have gotten
Either
even
way.
madder to know that this guy was charging more money than him
That's true.
and getting more
I figured
people.
this might be a good.
Yeah, there were
way
more
to-
wagons on this route.
Yeah, true.
All right, Coach, you might want to move out of the way
Oh.
because he's about to get
Hide
bigger.
in the corner.
There we go.
Yeah, get over to the side.
All right.
Is he still standing out front?
Yes.
Okay.
Rog is waiting for you, expecting that you might have returned. First, he sees you guys around the corner, and then he hears the larger booming, and then looks past you to see Burke also following you. And as you all kind of split to the sides of the canyon to make room for Burke to walk past you, he ignores you. So had you not moved, he would have stomped you.
Oh boy.
And he ignores you and walks right up to the other one and goes,
Oi, what are you doing on my mountain?
to which the other troll Rog says,
Your mountain? This here's my mountain.
and you can see them sort of size each other up. And the one goes,
No, I've been living here my whole life. This is my mountain. Your mountain? Not a chance, bruv. I've been living here my whole life as well.
and they're getting more and more aggressive with each other.
You're charging a toll on my mountain? Yeah, that I am. It's my mountain, so I can charge whatever toll I want.
And the two go back and forth like this until one of them, Rog also has a club, but it's made of wood. Brooke has a large stone club and is several feet taller than Rog. And the two continue to argue back and forth about whose mountain it is and who's been living there longer. They both keep changing their numbers. Each time they say how long they lived on this mountain, they keep adding 10 years back and forth. Clearly, neither has even really noticed that they're just lying to each other. And then eventually, all of a sudden, Rog hefts his club and just smashes Brooke over the head with it.
Yeah.
To which Brooke is just pauses for a moment, standing still, and then looks back up completely unharmed. And then hefts his club and goes,
You think you can smash me? I'll smash you.
and hefts his stone club, cracking Rog over the head as well. Rog sort of stumbles back a little bit and then rights himself as Brooke runs up to try to follow through. And the two carry on back and forth, not trying to at all even remotely put up a defense. They just keep smashing each other over the head with each other's clubs, back and forth and back and forth, seemingly not even noticing the small little rabbits waiting behind them.
It's time to go.
What do y'all want to do?
I think we should
Well-
go. I think we should go.
I mean,
Well,
yes.
you want to come back through here?
Yeah, well, hopefully one of the both of them will be dead by then. And at least we won't have to pay the double.
Hopefully.
We won't have to pay the double toll though.
I could say, you know what? I'm thinking of something out of character, but I'm not gonna mention it. You know
This
what?
is at
Sure,
least-
let's just go.
It's at least a 50% discount, by far.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it. If we
Okay.
go, we're running. By the way.
Should we stealth roll to get out of here, or do they just not notice at all?
Yeah, let's definitely stealth.
They're preoccupied, so I'll say you get stealth rolls with advantage, as they're pretty
Okay.
focused. They've sort of forgotten you've even existed, but they might notice you if you're obvious about it.
15 plus 5, 20.
All right.
10.
no!
Mm-hmm.
Every time! Oh, I hit my mic. I'm sorry.
All right, my highest was at 18. So
All right. Then you manage to sneak by. Flimp getting very lucky.
Oh, pass. I was gonna go backwards, but I will take that.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, we definitely
yeah.
want to go this way.
amazing.
All right, let's go.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
As you continue down the path, you hear the sounds of clubs being smashed over heads fade behind you, as the arguing doors
This is my mountain.
fades into the distance.
And if either of them are still here when we get back, let's just say we left the toll. The other one must have taken it, right? Eh? Left it on the ground.
That sounds like a plan to me. Or maybe we just find the road that they're not guarding.
Maybe.
Maybe they're both alive when we come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, then we're screwed.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
teamed up, made like a tunnel between the 2 points.
They decide to both charge. They like double the price.
Oh god.
All right. So you continue down this mountain path with the sounds of trolls disappearing behind you, and eventually, no more excitement for the rest of this day. Though you're not quite to Rockfall yet. You surmise that you might be drawing close, though, based on the amount of time that you've been traveling. So you're going to have to find, as the sun begins to set behind the mountains, another place to rest.
guess just looking for an outcropping, maybe a cave. I don't know if there are any of those, but
There aren't too many caves, but there are sort of spots where the cliff juts out a little bit, and you can kind of sit under it to protect from rain.
Should
Though,
be
though you're not going to find anything very comfortable to lie on, as it's
Good
mostly
enough.
fair enough.
We can
rocky
just lay on
dirt
top
ground.
of Hilda if it gets too uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, if we'd gone the other way, we might have been able to hide in the other guy's cave, huh?
What if he comes
Yeah.
back?
Fair point.
Yeah. I don't want to be there when they get back.
All right, so you find a little outcropping to sit under in case it rains that night, and set up sort of a makeshift camp. With Flimp's help and sort of the barren, dead trees that you can use for kindling, you're able to set a small fire to cook by Koja. You still have some vegetables left over to serve as a dinner
Hooray.
after the excitement of today. But you don't have your chef's feat yet, so make a survival roll for me. We'll see how good it is.
Nat 20.
All right, this is the best cabbage soup you've ever had.
Not saying much.
It's
This is way
still a
better than
cabbage
last night,
soup.
Koja.
It's still a cabbage
Thank
soup,
you.
but it's the best version of that you've ever experienced. Almost to the point where you forget that it even was cabbage soup.
This is the kind of stuff I get nat 20s on.
The good stuff.
Soup.
Only the most useful of things.
God.
All right. So that is where we'll call the little mini session with that single day of travel.
Clap,
There
clap.
we go.
We're like, let's play D&D. Walk in, 2 giants. Hey guys, we're like, all right, let's fight each other. Let's keep going.
To be honest, I almost thought about fighting the smaller one, but you know, I was close.
We probably
I was
would
close
not
to
have
just blasting
won.
it.
Let's be realsies.
No.
Especially with somebody who's missing.
Yeah.
We all die while Hilda's gone.
Hilda wakes up in the cart and you're all just like
Pizza party.
smashed to
Yeah,
pieces
just
on the
like
ground.
yeah.
No,
It's
there's
just
just
like,
a
yeah.
bunch of weird
Guts
puddles.
just laying everywhere.
Yep.
Oh god.
That would have been
It's just
so
like
funny.
it's just like a broken horn somewhere.
Oh, what the hell? This
Sad.
guy's ditched me.
What are all these mysterious fluids everywhere, huh? Well, guess they're somewhere else.
But that was entertaining. I'm glad we still did that.
Yeah.
And no, that wasn't just an excuse to keep using my voice changer.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
We see right through you. Keep driving.
All right. So we'll pick back up
Great.
again with the usual time next week when we have everybody. I didn't want to go too far without Hilda, but one extra day while she's unconscious isn't the end of the world. And that way we get to play a little bit of D&D today. But that's what we'll call the Dungeons and Dragons part of the stream. So anybody who wants to leave who has things to do can feel free to go. But you're also welcome to stick around if you want. And if everybody leaves, then the stream just ends.
I
Yeah,
might
it was
go
the next 40 minutes.
I might go soon because my allergies are acting up, but not this second.
All right, stick around as long as you want.
Yeah, I just don't want to you guys to have to hear me sneeze every 5 minutes.
Oh, nobody minds.
That's why I have a mute keybind, because I clear my throat a lot.
All right. So it's up to you guys what you want to do. We can do tier list if you want.
Full Metal Alchemist 2003
Ooh.
D tier.
Wait, no. 2003, yeah, 2003 bottom, but the 2009, yes, good stuff. There is a reason why it's the highest rated anime of all time. And it's only
Just for that, I'm putting Brotherhood in F tier.
No, no, Brotherhood is so good.
Yeah, it is.
It was my second anime. My first was Attack on Titan, and then my second.
I
was
only watched
Fullmetal
it for the
Alchemist.
first time like 2 months ago, I think.
I'm actually watching it through for the first
I have
time.
never watched One Piece, and I refuse to start it.
Me neither. I can't. Listen, if an anime has 900 episodes and you're like, it gets good at like episode 200, that's a pacing issue, and I refuse to watch your series.
It's true.
Like, I will just take my nice little 60 or 70 episode animes and be good with those. Like, that's the max I can do. Maybe at like 100, but like everything above that. No, thank you.
I just love this because I hear some little noises. I just imagine Jay and Flip just in the background, just glancing at each other, like, are they gonna stop?
When will they stop?
Let me guess. Yep, that was Sour again. When are you gonna learn about the caps?
Sour.
Come on, Sour.
Oh God.
Sucks.
Death Note started out S tier. I'm putting it in B for the last half.
Yeah. I have all of the manga volumes, and when I was reading it, I had to reread the last one like 6 times because I was like, "What just happened?" I genuinely did not understand the ending. But okay. Yeah, Sour. I'm not gonna watch Naruto for a little bit. I have other things to catch up on. Like children's television.
You know, funny thing, I have Naruto and Bleach manga on my shelf. Never read them. They were just in a Goodwill while we were walking by. I was like, I don't know, those look nice. Haven't read them once in like 5 years.
Yeah,
they've just been sitting there.
Yeah, I've been meaning to read Bleach, but I know it's really long. So, but I got all of my Death Note volumes for free because one of my dad's friends' daughter lived in Japan and brought back this humongous box of just stuff that she had. So I got free like box sets of anime out of it. There was like manga in there. There's some pretty cool stuff. There's some stuff that I threw out that I didn't want, but I have about 80 volumes of this one anime magazine that I think doesn't produce magazines anymore, but they're all from like 2003 to 2006, and I'm like, I don't know what any of these anime are. So
the weirdest part is that they aren't even like really connected or in any good order. It's like somebody for some reason just decided they were gonna drop off Naruto 4, 5, 25, and 26 at a Goodwill.
They just didn't like those ones.
Yeah, just didn't want them in the collection anymore, I guess.
Yeah, you never know. I have a very extensive collection. I have some pretty vague stuff up there, and then I also have like Attack on Titan and like Death Note.
I
have one
tuned out for like 7 solid minutes. I'm just like,
That's
what's
so
happening?
valid.
What's happening on my stream again? Hang on, this is my stream, right?
This is our stream now.
This is communism. This is our
Hijacked.
stream
I have one physical manga I have read, and it's a hardback Stardust Crusaders Dio's
Ooh.
World arc.
I really need to get some hardback. I actually do. The only hardback volume I have is all of Junji Ito's Uzumaki. Like I have that,
man.
but I have the anthology, and it's fantastic. I need to get the other two, and I want to get some of his collections. But
I'm sorry, guys. I put the quarter in. We gotta let the jukebox play now.
anyone mentions anime. All right, guys.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
All right. Should we do a tier list?
Oh man. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with an easy transition then, right out of D&D.
Oh boy.
D&D classes.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't
Some of y'all
think.
are not gonna like
I
high
think
tier
if we try to debate based on pure strength, this will be an endless argument. So I think let's just do it based on a lot of different things. How much fun they are to play, how much they contribute to like good role play writing and stuff like that. So it's got to be a lot of different factors. It can't just be pure min maxing.
I'd just like to say right off the bat, although I am playing as a barbarian, I would say maybe A or B tier just for the class in general, because it is a good like fighting class, but at the same time it is pretty fun to play, but there are also like some elements that could be a little more fun.
yeah. I was gonna say if this was off of strength, it'd be like everyone A tier, then Rangers in D.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the list.
I was about to make somebody really mad right there, but
What are those? I can't
No,
see the first one.
It's
I see
artificer.
artificer.
Artificer and gunslinger.
What the fuck is a
Mm.
gunslinger?
get
What
those
is
outta here.
that?
It's because I.
That's what
It's because I
Oh,
don't.
that's the.
It's because I don't use them.
They
'Cause
don't exist.
They don't match the the
Artificer's
world
official.
state.
Sorry.
I think our artificer needs to be down there because I don't like it.
Artificer's cool, but if I
Get
remember
out.
correctly, Gunslinger was like Matt Mercer or Homebrew, I think.
Oh, you Matt
Yeah.
Mercer. Just kidding. I love Matt Mercer. No Matt Mercer slander in this house.
Still can't believe that Jotaro runs a D&D show.
No, yeah, but also I have a thing for McCree, but we're not going to talk about that.
The worst. Oh, how dare you!
No.
How dare you make Artificer the worst?
The worst. AKA the best.
I agree. Warlock high tier. Though, depends on how you're playing Warlock, because a lot of locks get trapped in.
Eldritch Blast heavy.
They get trapped in the usual. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast this turn.
Yeah.
Next turn, I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. God, the customization. I expected it to lend itself to edginess so much before I read it, but God.
That keeps them away from S tier, but I
Yeah.
do like Warlock. I also really like Sorcerer. A little bit better than Warlock.
Sorcerer is so much fun.
Sorcerer is
Sorcerer's a blast.
an absolute blast. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's pretty
If
high tier.
we didn't have so many charisma-based characters, I was so gonna run a sorcerer, but
I would. I'd place Wizard low. It's strong,
yeah,
but it's not my favorite of the.
in terms of
Yeah.
magic classes,
spellcasters,
it's pretty boring and straightforward.
I
It's
agree
not
with
like
you.
the best.
It can be really good and really fun to play sometimes, but as far as the other two compared to Lock and
Yeah.
Sorcerer, I'd drop it lower. I'm gonna put it at C just for now, and then we'll see how things move.
I think
Fair enough.
Rogue is probably B or C. It's a little low for me, honestly.
Yeah, I would put it as B or C too. I
'Cause
agree
it-
actually, DJ,
yeah.
on the Druids being high tier.
Yeah, druids are.
I like rogues, but
It lends itself too much to
As
the,
a
like
d-
I'm so dark and edgy.
as a
and, like,
GM, you tend to see
yeah.
a lot of rogues.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I really think it's like Swashbuckler has some variety out of the
Yeah.
edginess, and that's like it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's just people like I want to be dark in the shadows.
They do tend to. I'm seeing it from a DM perspective, where it's less about like pure power and more about like how interesting do they make the campaign. And I see a lot of rogues, so maybe I'm just a little
A little biased.
dried up on them. But
They do.
I don't
have
hate
the-
any
yeah.
class. I like all the classes, but
I don't know. There are 3 in the worst.
they're only there because I don't use them because they don't work with my world. But I'm trying to implement them. Bloodhunter especially, I'm trying to get in there. But Artificer and Gunslinger tend to lean a little heavier towards the steampunk aesthetic, which I
Yeah.
don't enjoy.
Yeah, I know the Artificer
Oh.
I've made would definitely not fit in at the current moment at all.
I would put Monk average.
How dare you?
I think monks are really cool, but I think that it gets kind of dry to play.
I don't
think
think
that
any
they
of them
have-
truly get boring to play. As long as you're like, as long as the campaign is good, you're
Yeah.
always gonna have fun. So I don't think
Yeah.
that saying they're boring is the right word.
That's true.
They
I
have
just
a
think
lot
that
of
when I
potential.
see monks, they tend to be quite similar. I think Fox actually gets away from it really well. So does Yo, in being like kind of unique takes on monks. But they are really tough to fit into my world, which is why I'm ranking them a little lower. Well, sorry, I'm basing it on my own just personal taste, as a DM more so. But you guys can add your input as on the player side, because I don't have nearly as much time put into playing.
We do a stream where Jay is the player and the rest of us DM.
That'd be a
Switch it up a
nightmare.
little bit.
J solo parties.
Yeah.
The one person party.
I agree. Clerics high tier. I like clerics. Lots of really good stuff
Yeah.
with their gods. Always really good for roleplay stuff. Really
I think
useful to the
Druid-
party.
Druid was pretty high tier as
I
well.
definitely haven't been researching clerics at all.
Tons and tons of fun interactions with their party with the healing. They're always kind of in there talking to their
Yeah.
party. So there's lots of
You
really
can
good
totally
stuff. What's that?
you can totally do an all cleric party and totally get away with it too, which
Yeah.
I think is really fun because you can. There's so much customization.
There's a lot of variety to clerics, which makes them fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like paladin as well, but
Mhm.
I'm not gonna put it at S tier.
Yeah,
I'd
I
put
think
it
it's
maybe-
Paladin's safe
A.
'cause you can't
It's
give
kind
them
of in
arms
between
fighting.
A and B, but I'll put it at A for now, and then we'll see how things change. Again, this is gonna be really hard because we don't have any of the subclasses either, so things change between subclasses. So, but we're just giving it a general
That's
sense.
for
So,
sure.
Paladins are officially crap because you can't give them unarmed fighting.
I'd put druid high tier.
Mhm.
I like pretty much all the druid
Mhm.
subclasses. As a DM,
Actually, you read more
Moon
of
is a little frustrating for DMs, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's like, you came to get wild shapes. That's like the wild shape subclass. At least from what I've read. I don't know. I
We
never
might
checked
be getting a
these.
paladin soon. You never know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not saying any more on that. but
Okay. Do what you will.
Fine, keep your secrets.
Barbarian is decent. I like the class. I like the different stuff of the. Um, from the player perspective, yes, DJ Moon is high tier, but from the DM's perspective, it's lower.
Yeah, I have a tab that has 16 different animal stat sheets.
Yeah, I
on
will
my
say that, like,
computer.
Yeah, I will say that, like, reading them out, Barbarian does look a lot more like it's just a fighter subclass than its own thing.
Yeah.
I
And
like
I feel like there could definitely be a little more.
I like
oomph
Barbarian,
in
and there's a
some
lot
of
of
the-
fun subclasses for Barbarian. Wild Soul is a particularly fun one. With its just pure randomness. Every time you rage, you can just cause chaos.
Oh, yeah,
including harming your own party if you're not careful. So things like that are a lot of fun. But outside of combat, they're a little less useful.
Yeah.
Unless they're
As
sticking
has
to the
been-
not useful isn't the right word. But it's just that they have a little bit less utility versus combat help, and Tasha's does help with it a bit. But barbarians can tend to get stuck on the I'm big and I'm strong and I'm gonna intimidate everybody, which is why it's fun that
I haven't intimidated a single person.
Naraka gets away from it again, right? Yeah.
I'm joking.
So
I'm
they-
being called
they
out. I
can-
think we need to move on from Barbarian.
they can tend to fall into that, but that doesn't mean that they always do. But I don't hate barbarian. I don't hate any classes, but barbarians are kind of middle tier for me. Ranger average, kind of in
Yeah.
between average and crap. I don't think they're crap, but in between B and C.
Yeah. All the subclasses
Oh,
are
man,
pretty much
Ranger above
the
Wizard.
same.
Ooh.
Like, for
there's
Ranger, I
some
feel.
new fun stuff in Tasha's for Ranger, which is why I hesitate to put it at C. Swarmkeeper is
Right.
really cool. Plus I like Ranger has a lot of like versatility to them with their ability to cast magic, with their ability to
Mhm.
there's a ton
Yes,
of
similar to
role play
Paladins.
stuff with them leading the party through the wilderness. Things like that always have a lot of good role play opportunities.
Mhm.
So they're usually fun outside of combat, just like they are. And inside combat, they they have their uses. They're good for range. Um,
Hmm.
but they have also some
Only
weird
little-
kind of minor things they can do.
Yeah, only little related, but I find it funny how like poorly defined rangers are in like the pop culture. Very thing, they're always just kind of bow guy for some reason.
Yeah, they tend to be a very classic look to them, which is why they
Aragorn.
aren't higher tier. They're very much Aragorn, or Legolas, somewhere in between the two of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but a lot of classes people tend to get kind of stuck in the typical look of how they should be, which is always why it's fun when someone has like a unique take on them. But also, there's nothing really wrong with the typical look, so don't take too many points off just for that. But that's why they're kind of mid tier, not higher. Fighter, I don't love a lot of the fighter subclasses, just from my own perspective. I'm sure they're fun in their own right, but
Yeah.
I'd say it's kind of a B.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
like barbarian, they kind of lack a little bit of the utility outside of combat.
Have
Though
you seen the
they're
Rune Knight stuff?
yeah, Rune Knight and like Eldritch Knight and stuff add a little bit of a uniqueness to them.
Yeah.
But other than that, the other ones are a little
But that's
bit.
about it.
They're not necessarily bad. They're just not as shiny, I guess. They don't seem
Like
as
I
cool.
thought Eldritch Knight sounded
They
cool,
just
and then
crit-
I read like every
crit
other
a
class. And I
lot.
was like, oh, okay, that's boring.
There's definitely ways to make interesting rangers, but or interesting fighters, but they're kind of middle tier to me. Bard,
Don't do this to me.
Bard is pretty high in my opinion. I feel like they're
Don't
very
do this to me.
versatile.
I place kind of
I have
Bard
Bad
generally
opinions
high.
of Bards.
in between A and B, I would say, but with the caveat that it depends on the player. The player can push them to D, or the player
Yeah.
can push them to S.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the player.
Very true.
Fair.
It depends on whether the player actually wants to play as a bard or is like, haha, I want to have sex. Ooh. Like, shut
Yeah,
up.
It
so
is
that's
weird that became a stereotype.
that's the typical stereotype of a bard is that,
Yeah.
and that bumps them down. But I mean, there's people who
Sad.
play bard who like write their own songs, so like you can really bump bard to ass.
Yeah.
So that's why I think more than the other classes, it really depends on the player. Though
Alright,
they all
Kojo, when
do.
you coming out with the original discography?
Look, I have anxiety.
Sing.
Absolutely not. I need like 2 more years of therapy first. That's why I'm just saying some bullshit like, oh, my art is sword or cooking or some shit. Because bards are just supposed to be artists, not specifically musicians. So, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
True.
A lot of bards do
You
tend
can
to stick to
do
the
cooking
I
art.
play the lute and I sing.
Yeah.
But there
I
is
play the
like
lute
a
and
whole other
I'm
element to bard.
sexy.
Like I'm a dancer. I'm like a thespian. There's a lot of different bards.
I play the drums bard.
Yeah, there's
drummer
a,
bard.
we
Drummer
got
bard.
we got our ex bard Killian with her bagpipes.
Yeah, you'll notice I have completely erased all music from my role as a bard because I have too much anxiety to handle it.
Yeah, I think
So which
Koja
one
is an interesting take on
Naraka
bard.
pulls
As
out
well.
a flute.
Thank you.
Yeah, even poetry. So there's a lot to bard, but the very typical I I play the lute, I sing, and I hit on every single person I've ever met.
Oh yeah.
Can get a little. It can grate a little bit if you see it too many times. There's definitely versions of that that can be done right, but it's a little harder to do.
Like if you give your character trauma.
Okay, get this, guys. I'm a rogue, and I'm not a very good guy, but I have a heart of gold.
Okay, get this, guys.
And my
I'm a
parents, they
barbarian,
died
and
when
I
I was
punched them.
little, and I never really knew
Actually-
them, so I tend to be
Wait,
very
my
brooding.
character.
I gotta be
You're
honest,
laughing?
I keep almost writing dead parents because I just don't want to deal with them still existing somewhere.
Don't join the club. Don't
It
join
took
the club.
Guts to let one of Koja's parents be alive.
Yeah, I kind of regret a few of my backstory decisions. Just a few.
I'm mostly kidding. I think doing things to be contrary to the norm is fine, but it also can be a little tacky in its own way. So I don't think there's anything wrong with using commonly used tropes at all. But there's ways to write good no matter what you're doing, even if you're using tropes. Tropes are not in themselves a bad thing.
Yeah.
Tropes are what make things recognizable.
Exactly.
Which is why they exist.
So just saying that something uses a trope is not necessarily bad. So your parents are allowed to be dead.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
good. Let me just go finish up some backstory.
Oh, good. Don't have to
You don't
cut
have
that
to-
out of my
You don't have to
backstory.
feel like you're being cliche if your character has a tragic backstory.
I don't have to
Sometimes
go make
sometimes it
Jay
can be
find
really,
more.
really, really, really perfect. I've
Minotaur
absolutely
fiction.
I've absolutely trashed some of my characters' backstories by just putting them through absolute hell. So, and it can
Ooh,
make interesting
spicy.
can make interesting characters. So, there's definitely nothing wrong with that, but it is fun to make fun of it. All right, I think that's a pretty decent one. I think that's about where I sit.
Good list, except I put Bard, Warlock, and Artificer in S, and everyone else in the worst.
No, that's so rude.
It's more like this.
Okay.
All right. Anybody have another one that you want to do?
I'll see what this next one is. If it interests me, I'll stay. But God, I want to kill my
Grand
brain.
Lorien characters tier list.
Grand Lorien characters tier list. Adelaide,
No,
S tier.
no. Oh,
That'd take me
God.
a while to make.
I meant players, but that Naraka's version is so much worse.
There's only one person on the tier list, and it's Adelaide.
Tier list on new campaigns. They're all S.
Yeah, they're all S because they're all gonna be good.
That's all the information you get.
Yeah.
I could drop the name of the last campaign you guys haven't heard about, but I think Luna might have an aneurysm if I do it, and he's not here. He has, I think, sessions with a different D&D campaign today, so
Sessions.
it's not necessarily his fault. No, you don't. He'll probably watch the VOD. What else? We talked about doing a Smash one last time, but
I
we'll
forgot.
save
about
that for later.
Shulk, F tier. Rosalina, F tier.
What do you guys want to do?
Violet,
You can
F
pick.
tier.
You can pick one.
Sans
F tier.
If you guys,
Sans deserves to be S tier.
I did find a
Lucina,
pretty.
F tier.
I did find a decent one beforehand.
Krob, F minus.
If you guys want to do that, we can do that one. But if you want to do something else,
Yeah,
we
why
can do
not?
something else.
I mean, I'm good with it.
We're not basing it on power. We're just gonna go for pure aesthetic.
Viability.
Is Sans
Just-
on that list? Because
just-
he needs to be up there.
Sans actually is on this list for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Cause
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
he's a me
Because he's
gunner
the me
skin.
fighter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
me gunner, but like, is that like Sans
He immediately
specifically
needs
is
to
on
go
there?
in the S tier. Yes.
Yes, he's the me gunner skin.
Put
They-
him up
there is
there.
no me
Put
gunner.
him in S tier.
I think no. I
Based
think
on
the
vibes alone.
I think the fact that he's just kind of copy pasted on top of another character that brings him off of any sort of high tier.
No, but
But it's also
Sans.
completely in character. He didn't want to make his own
Yeah.
moveset. He was
But
too
it's
lazy.
also
I
Sans.
guess you're right. That is pretty lazy.
Plus the Sans.
Alright, I'm gonna leave him at B, and then we'll see where
For
everybody
the
else is.
aesthetic.
It's a good thing I played Sans for so long, because now I can play Gino instead. Oh my god, he...
No, Steve!
I mean, we're going based on.
What?
Yeah.
You monster!
You monster!
We're going based on
Put
pure
Alex in
aesthetics.
B at least.
How could you? This is too much.
Oh yeah, there is another one.
Isn't there some Persona character or something?
There are.
There's
there
one.
Are.
I've never played Smash, so I don't know.
No, put Alex higher.
Just every character that you can think of is probably there. Just go based on that.
Oh, okay. makes
Legitimately,
makes sense.
Byleth and Crom F'd E tier right now.
Yeah, they're pretty low tier. I mean, they're I guess a little nicer to look at than the Minecraft characters though. So
Oh,
they gotta be D.
You're disgusting.
It's just a box.
The Minecraft characters are so janky. It's so weird.
Yeah, they look really bad
But it's
animated.
also hilarious.
It's-
so out of place.
I was having an aneurysm when I was watching that trailer. It looked photoshopped.
We're going by
It's so
pure pure aesthetics, and we're not going by like move list or anything like that, or actual in-game strength. So just pure aesthetics.
Sorry, but Byleth is bad. Stay mad, chat.
I'm probably gonna put most of the Fire emblems a little bit low, just because they're a little samey to me.
Really, honestly, I would have liked Byleth a little more if Crom hadn't got in. Crom was really the last straw. He is so boring. He's another clone.
Yeah, but still think he looks a little bit better than Marth.
Eh.
Pure aesthetics, he's
Absolutely
cooler
not.
than Marth.
He doesn't even have cool sword effects.
It's true.
He doesn't even have a cool outfit.
Let's get rid of all the low tier. Oh, hang on. Wait, there's another Minecraft one. Gotta get rid of that. Pure aesthetics. Oh yeah, Rob is also E tier.
Oh, you're a monster.
All right, gang. I think I'm gonna go. I have a horrible headache.
Aw, okay.
I'm
Alright,
sorry.
Take care. No worries.
I will. I'll
Bye,
see you guys
Naraka.
next week. Have a good one.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. This
Bye.
is just mainly for fun. So take care.
What an idiot.
Is he even gone yet?
I hope so.
All right, let's handle most of the
Go
low
watching this
the low
thing.
tiers first. Let's go moving up. Eliminate the bottom tiers.
I'd say on
Yeah.
aesthetics, Pac-Man is like D, maybe C.
Yeah, Pac-Man's low tier.
I agree.
I can't
I
put
don't-
him.
I
I
don't
can't put
hate
him higher.
Pac-Man.
I can't put him higher than Byleth, so I gotta put him on D.
Oh, I despise you.
Hero.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the Dragon Quest ones because each of them
I'm
are
not bad at
individually on
Hero,
here.
honestly.
Yeah, most of the heroes are fine, but two of them have terrible haircuts.
Some
so I
of
gotta
the
get rid
heroes
of them.
are fine, but yeah, two of them are really
I think
garbage.
Eric Drake is really good. I think Eric Drake is like one of the best.
The guy who looks like he's doing a Water Genasi cosplay is like D tier,
Yeah, that
Yes.
guy.
and I don't
Yeah.
love the Bob on the other one. That's pretty terrible haircut.
But Hamster and Goku are beautiful. I love them.
Yeah, the one with the one that looks like a pirate and the one that just looks like Goku
Yeah.
are certainly higher tier than the other ones. We'll see if they get bumped up or down.
Long hair I don't hate because he has a Dante skin, but the default is
All right, let's do the Pokemon now. Let's get them out of the way.
Kind of wild.
Hmm.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Incineroar, like.
Oh yeah,
C.
Incineroar high tier.
Okay.
Just because of the
Yeah,
wrestling,
yeah, he's
just because of
higher
the
than C.
wrestling aesthetic.
Yeah, the
I
whole
like-
wrestling deal.
He's higher than what I.
I
said.
like that Incineroar is like very obviously a heel and not supposed to be cheered for in the wrestling
Yeah.
kind of aesthetic. I think that's fun to play with as a concept. So I think that bumps Incineroar up. What's the lowest ranking Pokemon? Ivysaur is
That's
not
a hard
great.
one. Yeah.
I gotta put Charizard at least a little higher than Ivysaur, I think.
Absolutely. Charizard is
Mhm.
A. I will not accept anything
Yeah.
else.
But Charizard's just Charizard. I've seen Charizard before.
It
Oh.
is true.
It's just a
But
Charizard.
have
There's
you
there's
used
no like
Charizard Psyche?
there's not exactly that much like personality to Charizard, you know? As far as its aesthetics, it's
They
just
did remove
it's just
its cool final smash, didn't
it's
they?
a Charizard.
Yeah.
Incineroar's got like an
Charizard's-
entire personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we throwing Pokemon Trainer up there?
The both of them are individually on there, so guy and girl are on there. So
Okay.
Oh wow. Girl is higher than guy.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
But they're not very high tier.
Better hat.
Yeah, better hat.
True.
Oh, Mr. Game and Watch. Bye bye.
I like Game and Watch.
Game Watch is pretty, but
Oh.
but
Greninja.
Oh, I forgot about Greninja. I'd put him.
low.
I'd put him relatively low.
Yeah.
Not E tier low. I'd probably above Byleth, but I'm not sure if he's better than Ivysaur.
Yeah, kind of in between B and C for me. Closer to B than C, probably. Alright, any more Pokemon? Who are we missing?
Mewtwo? I put Mewtwo
Alright,
like
Mewtwo.
A.
And the Pikachu's.
Oh yeah, the Pikachu.
Oh yeah. Mewtwo's alright.
Like I'm also picturing like the aesthetic of like all their moves is my thing, which is like Mewtwo is awesome.
Mewtwo is super cool, but Mewtwo sucks. Like,
But come on, you
I
can like
wish Mewtwo
teleport
was
across
better.
the stage. You can
Oh,
go
it's so much
motion.
fun. I love it, but it kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about like how good the moves are. I'm just talking about how cool. they
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, we're talking from
Mewtwo
an
looks
aesthetics
Yeah.
standpoint here, in which Mewtwo kind of a little bit cool, but also a little bit stupid looking. It's kind of like halfway in between for me. It's gonna sit at C tier for now. Next is Jigglypuff, so S tier.
I would put Jigglypuff pretty high. I think the cutesy aesthetic and just not enough.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Jigglypuff is that Jigglypuff looks like it's not even aware that it's in a fight.
Yeah,
And I think
Jigglypuff makes no sense. Like
I think-
Rest doing damage is like a joke thing you put in one game, and they just never
exactly.
got rid of it.
It's basically a shitpost character, and Rest is the ultimate shitpost move. So I can
Also
definitely
dying instantly on a broken shield.
I can appreciate that quite a bit. So I think Jigglypuff is at least B, potentially to move up to an A in
Definitely.
the future.
Yeah, I agree.
I think most people are going to be kind of middle tier, and then we'll move them after. Once we
Okay.
kind of compare them to each other, but we got to kind of place them on the board first. Yeah, continuing with Pokemon, Pikachu versus Pichu. Who's higher tier? Pichu, kind of a little bit cuter than Pikachu, gotta say. Maybe I
And
just
we're,
seen-
And we're talking about skinny Pikachu, which is the worst.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the
I liked Fat Pikachu
Pikachu
better
design
too.
is better too.
I think I just seen Pikachu way too many times. It's just like it's a character that I've seen
Yeah.
like my entire life. So just like I know what it looks like and it's not that interesting. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad design. It's just I think like Charizard, I've seen it too many times. So I'd put
I
Right.
would
Pichu high.
mention Pikachu Libre, but I think we're going with default skins here.
Yeah, we kind of got to go by mostly default skins. I guess you can earn a couple bonus points for your other skins. So Pikachu definitely not low tier, but not high tier either. And Pichu I would rate higher just because I also appreciate that Pichu hurts itself with its moves.
Yes, I love it.
It is nice.
So I'm gonna put
And I
Pichu
love how while
B.
keeping that, they somehow made him high tier.
I'm gonna do that. Pichu B, Pikachu
okay.
C.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm a man of culture, so Bayonetta S tier.
Wait, did we get Lucario?
We're going to Lucario. I just
we
saw her
didn't
on the list, so I
Lucario.
wanted to cover that while I was there.
I
Lucario,
Honestly, like
kind of ugly.
Smash aesthetics, I'd put Lucario pretty low. Like I don't think any of Lucario's moves look
Mhm.
that cool.
I think just purely based on Lucario, it's kind of like somewhere in between like a furry artist's OC and half of a Pokemon that wasn't quite realized properly. His nose
Lucario
looks
is like
kind of dumb,
Goku's persona.
basically. I just keep thinking, aren't you gonna stab yourself with those spikes?
It's true.
Do they benefit you
And like,
at all?
I love Lucario, but they did not do Lucario justice in Smash. He's kind of boring.
His
They
nose, his
yeah.
nose is kind of goofy, and he's got like these big dreadlocks coming out the back. I don't know, kind of ugly. D tier.
Yeah,
Is that all for Pokemon? Did I miss anyone?
I think so.
I'm like half blind and also pretty dumb, so make sure I didn't
Oh
miss
yeah,
anyone. Chat.
Jelleon. No. I made you look, didn't I?
Sniper.
All right. Should we just go through the classic Mario gang then?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. Bowser.
Luigi is higher than Mario.
I agree with that.
I'm putting that on the table.
Yep.
Bowser.
I like Bowser in this one.
I'd say B.
Yeah,
Bowser at B. Yeah.
good but not great.
B for Bowser.
What about Peach? Peach versus Daisy. There's a good one.
That- Daisy's better than Peach.
Peaches. No.
Yes.
No way.
Absolutely. I like my fair share of pink, but Daisy's cooler.
Kind of like the tomboy thing with Daisy. That's pretty decent. But I also don't like Daisy's hair as much.
Yeah.
Not the color necessarily.
I just also
the
think
s- the
Daisy's a lot
style of it
more-
Kind of dumb.
I
The-
also
the-
just think
the middle
Daisy's
part.
a lot more expressive, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like Peach
on almost
is
every
supposed
aspect.
to have more of a personality than be just girly.
I agree on almost every aspect, but the middle part kind of is a little dumb looking to me. That's the only reason why she wouldn't.
That is fair. That is fair.
I'm gonna put them on the same tier
Yeah,
because
let's go with that.
other one would be a clear winner
They're
if it wasn't for
close.
that. They're pretty close together, so I'm gonna put them together.
It's a very close
Yeah.
choice.
Who else? Dr. Mario versus normal Mario. I'm gonna
I
say
put
the
Dr.
thing.
Mario higher for the heat.
The thing that I appreciate about Dr. Mario is that he has an alternate costume where he wears all black and looks like a hitman.
Yeah.
So I appreciate Hitman Mario.
You get the for that one.
He also got rid of Flood, which honestly, I know Flood is a classic, but he's just not cool.
Yeah, I do have a soft spot for Mario Sunshine though.
Yeah.
So
I do wish they would
I
have
do
done
like
something more
Flood.
with Cappy in this game.
Yeah, that would have been nice too. I put Dr. Mario just slightly higher than normal Mario. He throws drugs at you.
He throws drugs. And his back throw is a yeet, which is very funny. He hitches you up over his shoulders, just chucks you.
Alright. Diddy Kong versus Donkey Kong.
Ooh, Donkey Kong higher.
Yeah, I'd agree based on pure aesthetics.
Hmm. It's a shame Donkey Kong is mostly just dumb monkey compared to like the actual Donkey Kong games, but you know, still cooler.
Is that every one from the Mario Pantheon?
Well, there's King K. Rool still, I think.
Well, oh yeah,
Yoshi.
true. I guess I was branching out. I was going with the main guys, and then but yeah, I guess he counts too. Yeah, let's go for Yoshi first.
Oh, Yoshi, I forgot.
Yoshi kind of suffers from the same I seen you before syndrome with that Pikachu does.
Mhm.
Though I do
Right.
appreciate the large color variety. Yes, Bane is an S tier star.
Yeah,
So
Yoshi.
is that
Yeah,
a,
they
is that a
have some
problem or a
weird
good thing? I can't tell which one. Yoshi, the good variety of colors bumps Yoshi up.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And Yoshi hasn't been slowly made skinnier and just less good over the years.
And the fact
Fat
that it
Pikachu with the
only
superior
recovers
design.
double jump.
There's a capital
jump,
there
yeah.
somewhere, maybe Sour. I don't know which letters capitalized. Luno's the one who knows them the best. It might be a capital V. I don't know. Oh no, it's H jail. That's what it is. It's a capital J H jail, lowercase. Why am I telling you how to make fun of me?
I didn't do it.
Oh, maybe it's a lowercase J. I don't know. Luno's the one who made those emotes, so they're not my emotes. There you go. Someone got it. What is it then? Oh, it's capital H.
Oh, that's what they've been saying. I thought they were just saying like some weird Nordic word. It's just H jail. I see.
No, they're trying to call me out for my Bayonetta placement. But I'm not wrong, and you won't
Well,
convince
no,
me that
because
I'm wrong.
like watching other streams, I see that all the time, and I never had any idea what it meant.
What? Do you disagree with me,
Bale
Sauce?
is S tier. Go away, sour.
Yeah, do you disagree?
Don't go away.
Feel free to try to convince us that Bayo's not S tier, because you're not gonna do
Have
it.
you played Bayonetta?
Yeah, have
Sour?
you played Bayo? Especially the Bayonetta 2 look is a lot better than the Bayo 1 look.
I mean, Devil May Cry is better, but it's not in Smash yet.
Yet.
See, you
Everyone's in
can't disagree with us, but I won't disagree with you on the emote, but I'm not moving Bayonetta. K Rule high tier.
Yeah.
I say that the
Yeah.
stomach and the belly button's a little weird, but the rest is good.
The belly button part is weird, but I think the stomach is a nice gag. It's terrible mechanically, but I think it's cute. I hate fighting
Yeah.
K. Rool mechanically, but
Yeah, I like the little crown too.
yeah.
He needs his
I mean, you can steal it.
pirate version though.
He does. He really does. It's even its own spirit.
All right. Who are we missing? Oh, Rosalina versus the other princesses.
I like Rosalina normally, but I don't feel like Smash really did much for her. I honestly forget Rosalina's on the roster 90% of the time.
Yeah, Rosalina gets points for just being related to Galaxy, honestly, but
Yeah.
and I liked her story in Galaxy, and the little storybook stuff was nice. But I've never loved the haircut, which
Yeah,
is why
like
she's
her moves
losing
aren't
points.
that cool. Like her mechanic is weird. She's just kind of floaty and weird to look at.
Yeah, I'd place her a little bit lower just because I don't like having to deal with Luma.
Yeah. Have you seen the mod where they replace Luma with a flying Ganondorf? It's
Yeah.
horrifying.
Okay,
awful.
hang on. The three Miis. Let's get rid of them quick.
Me Gunner's the highest because Sans and Gina.
Yeah, but we're talking aesthetics here. So just purely them without all of their different options.
I still think Gunarm is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've never been a
They're
fan.
low.
I've never been a fan of that. The whole Mega Man look is kind of bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it is
definitely
Mega
say
Man
that
weekend.
Brawler is the lowest. Moves like Shot Put are so lame.
Because Bayo's an S tier. That's why DJ. And he's not Bayo tier.
King K. Rool is not Bayo tier. It's true.
I like some of the aesthetics of the moves that the Brawler uses. More so than the Gunner. The Gunner is just kind of boring. Somehow more boring version of Mega Man.
But Brawler also has a Shot Put, which is just Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like that kind of like very scrappy aesthetic that the Brawler has. So I put maybe it and Fighter or Sword Fighter higher than Gunner for sure. But they're not they're not.
I don't really need another. we
Yeah,
have so many already.
I'll agree with that, but I can't take off too many points for just that. That's why I'm placing them pretty low, but not like bottom tier. Whereas the Gunner goes lower than the other two. Gunner gets a briefcase.
That is
I mean,
true.
yeah, I guess that's why it's not E tier then. All right. Oh,
Gunner
we forgot
lets you put
about
the IRS against Yoshi.
we forgot about Bowser Jr.
Oh, Bowser Jr.
I think Bowser Jr. gets a lot of points for the alt skins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, another
think
case
the-
where I do really like Bowser Jr., but in Smash, I don't know, the clown car on wheels is a lot less cool.
Yeah, I don't love to play as the character, but I like any character that has a large change between their skins, like a full model change, not just colors.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. So I think Bowser Jr. gets higher tier just for that. So probably around B.
Yeah, or at least C or B.
Yeah, we'll see. Eventually, B and C are gonna get messed around with at the end, but
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man is low tier for me.
Really?
Agreed.
I'm putting him in E, and you can try to convince me not to, but I'm putting him in E.
No, I'm just gonna sigh at you judgmentally.
We'll get to Wario.
Yeah,
Mm.
on the stream view, the third row is like a little cut off. So
Yeah, you guys can't see the third row. I don't want to zoom out because it'll probably mess up this page. But there's more characters off to the right there. You guys can see 2 rows, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows.
oh, okay.
Just a few characters.
Jesus.
So yeah, but we're making good time, so this won't take too long to get through.
Yeah, I did forget about Wario.
We've done more than half the characters now. So
Oh, damn.
Wario, where is he? Where is he? I don't see him. There he is. All right, Wario.
I'd say C at least.
Mm,
He's
I
awful,
think he's-
but it's kind of endearing.
yeah,
Yeah, personally, I
I
hate
would-
the character, but
I can't take off any points for him being awful because that's his point. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna put him in B.
Yeah. Plus, his animations are just so expressive. It's a little look around when you do side B.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do Star Fox.
Oh boy.
Falco higher than Fox.
That's Stacy.
Mm, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'd put Falco at A.
Fox is like the Ryu of Star Fox characters. It's just like, eh.
And okay, now Fox versus Wolf.
Wolf is higher. Absolutely. I'm
Yeah,
not
for
moving
sure.
on that.
Yeah, but he's ever so slightly my edgy Sonic the Hedgehog OC.
And that's why he's so great. Because he's the good type of edgy Sonic OC. Unlike Dark Pit.
Yeah, Dark Pit loses a lot of points for that too. I would say Fox C, Wolf maybe B, but closer to C.
B. Absolutely.
I'm gonna put him at B, but he's in between the two.
Mm,
He's not quite as
Yeah,
high
nice.
tier as Pichu or Jigglypuff,
fair.
but we'll get back to that later. What about Kirby?
S tier. No, at least A.
Definitely not S tier. He is just kind of a circle.
But he's still
But-
beloved.
He's just a less interesting Jigglypuff. I don't know. Kirby has never been. I actually think I like DDD more than Kirby, to be honest.
Oh. Oh.
DDD's got a lot more personality than Kirby. Kirby is very just I don't know, very plain.
You're making Kirby sad.
I wouldn't put Kirby at low tier, but I think DDD's higher than. I'm gonna
I will
put
say
them
I would put
here
Meta Knight
for-
higher than Kirby, actually.
No.
I'm gonna wring your neck.
Because Meta Knight falls flat because he's trying to be edgy, but he's still just a circle. So
Alright,
But he's a circle with
fine,
math
too.
and some
Circle
bat
with
wings.
and
He's got a cool ass.
but his
And it
his
gets a little
sword
crack in the middle when you pick the right skin.
his sword's kind of like overdone,
Yeah, the sword is stupid. I'll agree with that.
over designed,
Mhm.
impractical sword.
Damn, he does have a stupid sword.
When you Google Meta Knight, you're like, I forgot.
Just remember Meta Knight's stupid sword. Shit sucks,
All right,
man.
chat. Hit me with your hot takes about the versions of Link.
Oh boy.
Too many links.
I
They all
love
do
Young
because
Link,
there's
but
too
I
many of
think
them.
Young Link loses so many points for not having Majora's Mask stuff.
Yeah, I would agree
Yeah.
with that.
Because Ocarina of Time Young Link is just who gives a fuck. Adult Link was the cool one in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, you're pretty on point with that. Toon Link gains a lot of points for being Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm.
Though when compared in Smash, he does look a little bit funny.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta say,
Yeah.
with Majora's Mask brought up, Breath of the Wild Link gets so many bonus points for still having Fierce Deity.
Yeah, I would put Young Link lowest, and then Toon Link and Breath of the Wild Link kind of pretty
Mhm.
close together.
I agree.
Because I actually
Wow, I
like
almost got heated there. What the hell was that?
I like the different version of Link that came with Breath of the Wild. It's a different aesthetic, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that because I'm very sick of green little elf boy.
Yeah, Twilight Link was honestly, I gotta say, Twilight Link and Zelda was like the worst era of Smash. They just didn't work in this art style.
Yeah, they looked a little weird in the art style. I like uh, Twilight Princess Zelda, but
Mm.
Twilight Princess Link is a little awkward.
For me, Twilight Princess Zelda was like it's a good design, but like I see her standing next to King Dedede, and it's like, what
Mhm.
the hell are you doing here?
Yeah, within Smash they didn't quite jive that well, but
Yeah.
with on their own, Zelda was better than the Link in that version. All right.
Mhm.
Young Link low, and then these two higher. All right. Then I guess we need to get to Ganon and Zelda.
Zelda is A tier for sure.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with
I
that.
agree.
Oh yeah.
Um, Ganon. I don't know. I don't love this version of him. I think he actually looked
Mm.
better in past versions of Smash.
I'm biased because I play Ganon a lot because he's just very fun, but I will admit aesthetically, there's not much to Ocarina of Ganon. He
Yeah,
does
I
have
think
an aesthetic, and it's cool in the right context, but I'm just not sure.
he looked cooler in his past versions. I think his most recent in Ultimate, I think it's actually a downgrade.
But there is the sword.
Yeah, the sword
The-
is probably the only good bit, but everything else about him is a downgrade
Hmm
aesthetically. So I can't put him as high tier as I would.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
downgraded this generation. Took a step back. So I'm gonna put him at D. The sword keeps him out of E.
Mm,
He's probably in between C and D though.
man, you're darn right.
Ice Climbers.
I don't want to hate on Ice Climbers, but they're also.
I don't like.
uh,
I don't hate their design. I don't like their faces. They creep me out.
They are quite strange.
Their faces are downgrading them by quite a bit.
Yeah.
No, so it's just cheating, isn't it?
Yeah, I put him at D.
Just cheating. There's two of them.
Yeah, rank them separately.
Nana is higher than Popo.
Yeah, they do get a couple bonus points for being kind of unique in that you're playing the two characters at once. But I also don't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like it with Rosalina and Luma, so I gotta stay consistent.
Yeah.
I appreciate it
Although
aesthetically.
Rosaline and Luma were way weirder.
Yeah,
about
they're
it.
more annoying. They're more annoying. Well, if we debated about like moves and actual like strength tier lists, we would
Oh,
be
we'd
here all
be
day.
here all
It's
night.
also less accessible for everybody because not
We would be
everybody
here until 9 a.m. tomorrow.
not everybody
Because-
plays like high tier Smash and knows all their move sets and who's the best out of them. It's way more fun to just do pure aesthetics.
And also, I am biased as fuck. I would argue that Sans and Ganon are high tier in that point. So
Because not everybody knows the percents that Donkey Kong's side beat does, but everybody can say, "Yeah, I like the look of that monkey."
life good.
So that's why I'm trying to keep it to just aesthetics. Personality too, I guess we can say, because that kind of plays into your aesthetic.
That's why I put Kirby so high. But no, excuse me.
Personality for Kirby.
Yeah, he's a
Alright.
pretty little fellow.
We'll drop him down to D then.
Oh, I'm going to murder you.
What
My
personality?
handsome little boy. My handsome little boy, and you're killing him.
The paper emote. The paper
Uh,
phone.
Ken versus Ryu.
Mmm. That is tough. Because the
For
red
me,
is
not at all.
nice, but also the blonde hair is taking him down a little bit.
Nah, Ken is easily higher tier than Ryu.
Oh man.
I agree, but I dislike both of them.
I like Ryu's attitude more. I think that's cooler, but Ken does have a kind of a overall nicer visual design.
Nah, Ryu is way too serious. I like
Yeah,
versions of him where he's like overly serious and jokes go over his head. I like that version of him.
Mm.
But if they ever play it straight, where it's just like, yes, I'm serious martial arts man, then he's really boring.
Yeah, I actually will say that the Smash version of Ryu is a little caricaturized, where he's just grumpy all the time.
Him interacting in actual Street Fighter games with some of the other characters who are a little more goofy, and them like
Mhm.
trying to make jokes and them going completely over his head. That's funny, and I like
Yeah.
that version of him. But this is a very, yep, I do martial arts. So
Yeah, he
he's
is
ranking
very
lower than me.
slanderous.
Imagine that.
Smash. I'll agree with that.
All right, what about Terry?
Definitely higher than Ken. I'd say that
Yeah,
much.
he's higher than both of them. I just like that he doesn't look like he cares about anything.
He's the cooler Ken.
Yeah, he's just kind of like cooler brother of Ken.
Yeah,
And his moves match that.
I agree.
they really do.
Yeah.
I think what puts him higher is that he looks like he's having a lot more fun than the other two,
Yeah.
and that always gains me points.
Plus,
Because
he's just so casual. The karate gis are. It's hard to be cool with a karate gi. I'm just gonna say it.
yeah, I like that he is wearing a vest but also ripped his sleeves.
Yeah. Akuma is an exception on karate gis not being cool though, because I'm edgy.
All right, Piranha Plant.
Oh, This is where I'm struggling because I like the plant, but also not many aesthetics on that plant.
Yeah, he's a little plain. I don't hate the look, but he's a little plain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the only really real aesthetics I get out of Piranha Plant are, like, new Super Mario 3D World, you know?
I'd put him at
It's just like, eh.
D. Not a whole lot of personality to that plant.
Actually, I'd say he does have a lot of personality, but aesthetics, eh.
Not terrible. Probably in between these two.
Mhm.
No, I'm gonna put him at C. Actually, I changed my mind
Alright.
because I can't put him lower than Ryu.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ness versus Lucas.
Ness is higher.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Whatever it's called, PK, the green one's cooler. His PK Fire isn't angled, which is the worst thing ever, but that is mechanical. I don't
Yeah.
know. He has a cooler outfit. I
Stripes.
think
Yeah.
blonde hair is hard to make good.
hang on,
It's
hang
like-
on, hang on, hang on. We gotta break that one down. A cooler outfit. So you're saying that striped shirt and jean shorts
Well, okay, I
is
gotta
cooler than
get him up.
striped shirt. And
I
jean
g-
shorts?
I gotta get them up side by side, okay? And you gotta remember color theory here. What? Who the no? Why? Lucas rom-com from the 1980s? No, you fucking fool, Google.
It's
Yeah,
mostly
you gotta keep color
differences.
theory in mind.
Um,
Although the
they're-
snake is pretty nice.
to me, they're pretty close.
That's
I
why
would,
Lucas
the snake bumps Lucas up a little bit. Yeah, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'd
But-
put
but
them
I-
at the
but-
same tier because
I
I
don't know.
do.
I do think that like the overuse of yellow in Lucas' design is what really gets me. Because yellow is a really popping color, and for like humanoids especially, like blonde hair is hard to put on a good design if you don't like really contrast it with the outfit. And I do think that there's just like a blinding amount of yellow on Lucas.
Yeah, but you can also change his shirt.
That's
Yeah.
what the skins are for.
Yeah, and I mean, if we're talking about the skins, Lucas does have some good skins. He does like that soldier skin.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, it was a soldier in Project M. He just gets grayskin in Ultimate, but yeah.
All right. I'm gonna leave them at the same tier. They got upsides and downsides to both.
Okay.
What about the two Korans?
Mm.
The two corns.
Guy Koran versus girl Koran.
Oh,
I gotta get an image on the screen. For me. Female Corn is cooler, I will say that much.
I agree. I agree. Female Koran higher tier than male Koran, but I think they both lose major points for bare feet.
You've got a point there. Oh god, yeah, I've never really taken a good look at it, but that is disgusting. Cause like you never notice it when you're playing as Corrin, but now that I'm actually pulling up this render, looking at it, where the fuck are your shoes?
Sour, do you have something to tell us all about feet? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Howard. You had something to say about Corrin's feet? You want to look at Corrin's toes? Yeah, my feet with male Corrin especially is just like, I don't mean to be all about gender norms and stuff, but really, who looked at this outfit and just went, yeah, let's just put this unedited on a dude. It'll look fine.
Yeah, it fits female Koran a lot better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put her B and him D.
Yeah, I think it's really just that, like, the hairstyle and face, they're trying to go for, like, anime cool dude, and then you look at his outfit, and it's just, no.
Yeah, it doesn't work
No,
for him.
you messed up.
Works against him rather than for him. She would be higher tier if she wasn't, if she's wearing shoes.
God.
All right, guy versus girl Inkling.
Girl
We're
everything
doing-
higher. I put girl everything higher. You just can't move me.
Yeah, I think what it is the ears look weird on the guy.
That's true.
They stick out. Oh, chat. I guess you guys can't see this, but I'm looking at all the images when I'm clicking them in the top right.
Yeah,
So
we don't get
it's
the video.
it's not that. Yeah, it's you guys can't quite see it. It's off the screen. I can't show all of it at
Which is-
once. Unfortunately,
Yeah, which
Hang
is
on.
why I'm now Googling stuff.
No matter how much I
Although-
zoom out, it doesn't help you guys. So.
I will actually say for male Inkling also, not a good hairstyle. This was, I mean, I know it's like the cover hairstyle for male Inkling, but I don't like it one
I
bit.
agree. The ears stick out. So for chats, I don't have all these characters' images memorized. I'm not just pulling this out of my head. I don't know the size of Inkling's ear from memory.
You also get the school outfit and the agent outfit on girl Inkling, and you get like a helmet on guy Inkling, and I think that's it.
Yeah, it's like a bicycle helmet and it looks really dumb.
Yeah, you get like a helmet and like magazine cover outfit, and I can't find the other one. I just don't remember it. It's just so generic.
Female Inkling kind of in between B and C.
Yeah.
Okay, actually no. Male Inkling's last outfit is cool, but that's only 1 out of the 4, so.
Okay, continuing with the trend of guy girl ones. Guy Robin, girl Robin. Anything
This
to
is one
say,
where I
Sa?
actually would say they're kind of equal.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I think unlike Corrin, they made an outfit that works for anime cool dude and anime cute girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the robe is a pretty good look.
It's nice.
The long robe that they have is pretty cool. And I like the difference in weapons. That aesthetically looks cool.
The sword is weird though.
I'll agree, but they included the actual swords from that game, which I thought was cool.
Fair. Oh yeah, Robin does have different swords, don't they?
Yeah, it changes every time you use up its durability. So they use the different swords from that game, which I thought was a fun concept. I appreciate that
It is
detail.
very nice.
I put them even at around maybe B.
Yeah.
I also like that their color schemes are based on other characters from that game.
Yeah.
I appreciate that detail too. All right. Well, continuing on the guy versus girl version trend, uh, guy Marth and girl Marth.
Oh
True.
no! It's true. Jeez.
By which I mean,
Holy
of
shit.
course, Lucina.
Oh man.
I've never really liked Marth's aesthetic. I think it's gotten a little better since the olden days. The hairband just doesn't
Yeah.
click quite right.
I will say the pants and the boots are miles ahead of the like short shorts he had in the 90s.
I agree. He's been getting better.
Also,
hairband-
way better than his pants in Melee too. The boots are way
Yeah.
nicer color.
The hairband used to look really bad back in like the melee brawl era, but in the ultimate version of him, I think the hairband has improved significantly.
Yeah, I'd say like C probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not great, but he's not terrible either.
Lucine
What
is
about-
good though.
Yeah, I like her aesthetic. I've never loved the look of the falchion, but
Yeah, it's a weird sword. Just a lot of weird swords in this franchise.
but yeah, maybe slightly higher than him, just because I guess they're pretty close.
Yeah.
I'll put him on the same tier for now. She's slightly higher than him, but not high enough to get onto a new tier.
Fine.
What about the two Castlevania boys?
Ooh, that's tough. 'Cause
No, it's not at
honestly,
all.
I think.
Richter's way higher tier.
Oh, I will. Because I was gonna say, like, in like their individual aesthetics, one is definitely better than the other. But like, when you separate them, because they really are separate, I think they're both pretty cool for what they're doing.
Yeah, they're both not bad. But Simon is Conan the Barbarian, and Richter is part 2 Joseph. And
That is
I gotta
amazing.
I gotta
Fucking
put the
perfect.
preference for Joseph, of course. I would actually put him at A. I like his aesthetic. I like that he was like trying to be a very like proper vampire hunter with like this old school garb, and then he just ripped the sleeves
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, he really is pretty old school Joseph.
But I don't think Simon's that low tier. Probably a high C.
Yeah, okay.
Somewhere around Lucina, probably.
Literally, first page Google images is Joseph and Richter posing together.
Exactly, see? I mean, there's definitely a lot of influence between JoJo and kind of old vampire hunter stuff, so I can see
Yeah.
why they carry over the two of them. They come from similar origins. All right, Dark Pit, E tier.
Yeah.
Normal
'Cause
Pit.
this is how you do edgy OC brawl. You just color them black.
Normal Pit is better than Dark Pit, but he's still pretty low
Miles
tier.
ahead.
I put him kind of in between C and D.
Yeah.
Ike. I actually think they downgraded Ike for Ultimate.
Oh, that's a bold take.
The haircut, just the haircut, and he doesn't look like they made him look like a little kid.
Well, yeah, that's why they give you both skins.
I know. I appreciate that they give both skins, but I think the actual like promo material version of Ike that they use is an absolute downgrade.
Yeah.
It's literally like the difference between like young Link and Twilight Princess Link.
I like old Ike.
He looks
though.
like-
I like old Ike.
Old Ike is the best version.
No, well, I
Yeah.
mean old as in older game Ike.
Oh, you mean the one that looks like a little baby?
Yeah, I like baby Ike. They're going for different things.
Nah, I like the Ike that looks like he'll punch you through a wall.
I don't know.
Not-
One's
not-
like one's going for guts, and the other's going for like kind of Legend of Zelda young hero aesthetic, Although they are using the same sword, so I guess that's kind of
Yeah, I
Like,
was
the whole
considering it,
range.
DJ. Again, I need to make things like work properly within the world, so that's why things don't get added immediately. But it's one of the things I'm workshopping amongst a lot of things.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just think that they made Ike look like, they made him look like Marth and all the others, which they already have a
Yeah.
bunch of young anime boys. I don't think they needed to make
There
Ike also
isn't
join the young.
any
They changed him
Ike.
I will
from
say,
from looking like
Already
from they changed him from looking like Guts from Berserk into
yeah.
a small anime boy, which was kind of lame.
I will say I do think that young Ike has a way better design than the rest of the Fire Emblem ones, but for like a heavyweight character, yeah, old Ike is way better for it.
Ike is, if we go by the old Ike, then he's easily A tier, bordering on S, but
Mm-hmm.
he's being dropped down slightly, so he can't get anywhere near S just because of this new
Yeah.
version of him. But
It's a shame they aren't separate.
I will ignore the new version and still put him at A because old Ike is A
Yeah,
tier.
let's put Buff Ike in there with young Ike because
Yeah.
I mean they're different things. They really should be different icons, but yeah.
Well, they if we just ignore the other version of Ike, then he can be at A. So pretend that one doesn't exist. Now Roy.
I like Roy. I'm gonna say it.
So do I.
I like Roy as well. Before Ike came along, he was the coolest of the Fire Emblem characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before Buff Ike, and I think he still holds on to that. The only thing that I don't like about Roy is that he's wearing bell-bottom jeans.
Oh God, he is. No, Roy, my boy. What are
If
you
they
doing?
made the smallest alteration and got rid of that, then he'd be easily A tier. But he's dropped down to B just purely on his choice of pants.
God, they really are awful.
I told you. Once I saw it like instantly as soon as I saw his new design, I was like, oh, those are bell bottoms, and then I hated him forever.
I just can't unsee it now.
I can't not look at it, so I can't play him. But I do appreciate any character that just has a very long charge up to eternity and then just explodes. I can definitely appreciate that.
He's got the backwards grip on it.
Exactly, and Ike has that similar thing. I appreciate characters that just blow up when you charge their thing forever. I think that's fun, and I like that he doesn't seem to care about it at all. He blows himself up too, but he doesn't give a shit. So that is something I appreciate about Roy. Anyway, DJ, why do you ask? Just I got sidetracked there, but yes, but why do you ask? All right, Sephiroth. Speaking of Fire Emblem characters, Sephiroth.
Sephiroth is S tier. I will fight you. I am edgy as fuck, and I would absolutely put Sephiroth S tier.
Over edginess loses a few points for me, so I can't put him at S, unfortunately. But I agree that he's pretty high tier. I like his design a lot. Though everything being super long on him is maybe a little much. He's got a crazy long sword, crazy long hair.
But he just owns it so well.
Yeah, he does pull it off. The sword looks a little goofy when he tries to actually use it. I like the general idea of it. I think it's fun that his sword is just ridiculously long. To the point where it'd be impractical, but when he actually tries to use it, it's a little goofy. So
a fun fact I actually did learn, apparently, like made out of real life, like non-sci-fi anime steel, that sword would snap in half under its own weight.
yeah, I imagine that's probably true. Though he does gain a lot of aesthetic points just purely by the fact that he can make pretty much any entrance cool with his theme. Though I can't add too many points just for theme, because if we were doing music, that would change everything.
Sans S tier for music.
He's good. I would put Sephiroth kind of like an A minus. I'm gonna put him at A, but A minus.
I'll take it for now. I did not deliver that line well at all.
All right. The Samuses. The Samus family.
I I struggle with armor Samus because, like, I mean, for one, red and orange, but also just the fact that like they really fucked up armor Samus in Smash. I don't know why they insist on armor Samus being slow when she just really isn't.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to put Zero Suit Samus very high, or I'm gonna get hit with the same amount.
Oh, that's what it means. Oh no.
Sar, which Samus are you trying to put on S tier for the Hilda Joe?
Tread carefully.
Are you
Sour.
Hilda jailing over the armor or the non-armored version? That's what I want to know. Or the evil version.
No suit.
Alright,
No
Zero
suit.
Suit Samus. I'm gonna put Zero Suit Samus high. Though
Yeah, Zero
I
Suit
think
Samus is above armor Samus.
she's got less personality than Bayonetta, so I can't put her at Bayo tier.
That's fair. Yeah, actually, it is interesting that after all these years, they really did figure out Samus's personality.
Yeah, they're really
I mean, I guess
lacking
she's
in that
mostly
direction.
a mute character anyway, but
Yeah, I mean, she suffers from the same problem that Link has, which is a lack of personality, which I get is the point for them, but when they're on their own, when you're playing the game that they're in, it doesn't really matter, but whenever they try to do anything that has, like, cutscenes for Smash and stuff like that, they always kind of fall flat. Like, watching Wario in a cutscene in a Smash game is way more entertaining than, hey, Link might pull out his sword
yeah, exactly.
and then not say anything.
Link's gonna stare at you real firmly.
Exactly, which is why those characters they gain a lot from their personalities. Okay, we got to do the Olimars because
I
Alf is
would
here
not
too.
put Olimar's very high.
Yeah, there's like a shitpost quality to Olimar that I appreciate.
Yeah. But like, while
but on his own,
Jigglypuff is like a god tier shitpost, Olimar is like, you're throwing carrots. What are you doing?
yeah, I like Pikmin, but like the games themselves, but the aesthetics of them is lacking a little bit. Also, I think Alf just kind of loses points because he's just like a new version of Olimar.
His eye, I don't like his eyes.
Yeah, if it was Louis, then maybe we'd be talking. All right. Villager and Isabel.
I put him B at least.
Yeah, I like the variety on Villager's different skins. And yeah, I appreciate some of Isabel's stuff. They look a little bit weird
They
sometimes.
managed to do
but-
Olimar's thing of goofy attacks without just being really non-threatening and weird.
Yeah, I think that they pulled that concept off a little better with the two of them. I'd put maybe both of them at B.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Crom. He's just kind of a worse version of everybody else.
E tier.
Yep.
He's like a less buff version of Ike, and a less anime protagonist version of Marth, a less cool version of Roy.
Yeah, he's less buff than Ike. He has worse colors than Roy. He has a much worse outfit than Marth.
Like, come on, Crom, you
He's
can't.
got cuffs for some reason.
Yeah, the
You can't
cuffs.
try and be everybody.
The cuffs are definitely losing him some points. But you can't go sleeveless when you're in a game with people like Terry and
Yeah.
Ken
Yeah.
and
Twinks
all these
can't go sleeveless, Crom.
all these absolute monsters. You can't go sleeveless when you're next to buff Ike.
You
You're
can't
just
go
gonna look.
sleeveless in the same game as Ganondorf.
You're just gonna look sad.
And my real thing with Crom though is that like we were talking about personality a lot. Crom has none. Crom has nothing. He's just making the generic anime pro tag angry face the entire time. He
Yeah,
has like no voice lines.
he's just really boring. He's a little bit better
So
than
boring.
Mega Man though, so he's got to be D tier. Though I'd say he's a D
I
minus.
dislike you.
He's a D minus.
Oh, I'm salty. I'm getting tilted.
Duck Hunt Dog and Duck.
I think Duck Hunt was very close to a kind of great aesthetic, but
Yeah, I think
don't know.
it's fun. It's not perfect. I like that they're different dogs when you change the skins. That's
They're a
kind of
little
fun.
too Smash 4-ish, you know, just kind of polished and not really with any distinct style.
Yeah, but I also don't like it when they lean too heavily into a style. That was Brawl's
Yeah.
problem.
Well, yeah, I don't mean like Smash 4's art style. I mean with like
I don't want to
Ness
zoom
has,
in
like
and
all
look
these
at all.
highlights with like all these like Earthbound effects. Inkling has like their stylization and the ink and all that. You know, everyone kind of leans into their individual series art style, and then Duck Hunt is just Smash Bros. Art style. You know.
Yeah, I still don't think it looks bad though, so I can't put it too low. Maybe
Yeah, I don't think it's bad, but it's just it doesn't really do anything of its own.
like a C plus.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're getting down there. We're
I mean,
almost
the
done.
8-bit parts are great. I'll say that much, but like,
We're almost done.
also they didn't bring in the actual NES laugh in, which is criminal.
Cloud.
I'd say C at least.
I think C is accurate.
Yeah, I like the difference in outfits, even if Advent Children is a little lacking. But
Yeah. Also, I will say, especially now that I'm playing FF7, they really didn't do his personality any justice.
I agree with that.
I think that's mostly the voice actor, but still.
I like weirdo. That's been a problem for a while though, so I can't really blame them for that. I like
fair.
weirdo old Cloud from the actual FF7.
Yeah.
He was just kind of a complete weirdo and a bit of a dick, and that's what I liked
He
about
really
him.
is.
Oh,
It's very surprising.
do we need to do
It's very
the?
crazy.
Do we need to do the the love interest debate of FF7?
I have not gotten that far. I still
Okay,
like
then we
Gareth,
don't need to do
but
that yet.
I don't know.
We don't need to do that yet then, because I mean, there's an obvious choice.
I'm still stuck on the Condor. It's the dialogue's confusing. They keep asking for more money. They say they want 3,000 more. I give them 3,000 more. They just say 3,000 more again.
Chat, what do we think about Aerith versus Tifa? And why is the
I better
answer
see some
obviously
good takes in
Tifa?
chat. Oh, oh, Jay, your taste is hurting me. I'm dying.
How could you possibly pick? How could you possibly?
Very different. Sour has a good point. Sour has a good point.
Aerith and Cloud have like borderline no chemistry together.
Oh.
They just kind of met each other and then barely said anything and then left. And then she just kind of hung around. Eric. But Tifa and Cloud have way better chemistry. They're a lot more fun to watch dialogue between.
Although I will say, here's the real take that everyone better agree with. If you did not change it from Aerith to Aerith, you're dead to me.
But back on track. Yeah, Cloud's kind of like B.
Yeah.
Losing some points out on personality stuff, but
Also, no spells. It's all limit stuff, which is cool. But I don't know. At least one would have been cool.
yeah, I just want to be able to cast Knights of the Round. That's really it.
That was another thing I was surprised by playing FF7. Is like 90% of the stuff was not in Cloud's moveset.
Yeah. Sonic. Bye bye.
The Sonic really hurts me because I love Sonic so much. He's a tragedy in Smash. I'm not gonna disagree with you. I'm a total Sonic fangirl, and I do not disagree with that. They did him no justice.
Yeah, I've never been a Sonic guy. It's always
40 moves where he turns into a ball. Hooray!
It has Sonic and its entire franchise has never appealed to me. So
the reason Sonic really gets me is that he's in like this weird mishmash between modern and classic Sonic. He's got
Yeah,
like one of the worst modern voice actors for Sonic. He's got classic Sonic's pose.
they
He's
couldn't
got
decide.
classic Sonic spin dashes.
They couldn't decide if they wanted to do like cartoony old Sonic or like edgy modern Sonic,
Exactly.
and they just kind of went halfway.
Plus his skins are awful.
Yeah, he should just straight up have a shadow skin.
and a silver skin and like maybe Tails and Knuckles at least, but no, it's like here's slightly purple Sonic, here's slightly green Sonic.
What's worse, Sonic from Smash or Sonic live action?
Sonic from Smash, absolutely. I like live action Sonic. I'll fight you.
They did improve the live action Sonic a bit, so I think yeah.
I liked that movie a lot. I think it was. Very
If you went with the original version of live action Sonic, then probably
God
that would
awful.
be terrible. But they did improve it significantly. So, though I do have absolutely no interest in anything related to Sonic.
Well, you're allowed to have bad taste. It's fine, Jay.
I think most of the world would probably agree with me on that one, honestly.
One of these days, you'll get a good game again.
One of these days.
One of these days, they'll fire that director.
The next one, guys. I promise. The next one will be good.
2100.
The next one.
The year 2100. The Sonic games will finally be good again.
It's true.
Yeah,
They didn't even
but-
do anything for his anniversary. It was terrible.
I think the issue is also that like I didn't even like the original Sonic games.
Mm.
So like nothing about Sonic appeals to me. I can't even like be like, oh well, Sonic used to be good. I just had like nothing about Sonic.
Yeah. And also, he's just annoying. Let's really be honest. Smash Sonic is annoying.
I guess maybe the only thing that appeals to me about Sonic is how much of a dumpster fire. I think that's entertaining to me, at the very least.
Ugh, God, poor Sonic.
Okay. Dark Samus. Can I just
Sorry, DJ, but Amy is the best Sonic character. Get some taste. Anyway, Dark Samus, definitely above normal powers armor Samus, that's for sure.
I mean it looks alright, but it is just kind of Dark Pit. And it's at least a little bit interesting in that it has a little bit more I guess interesting lore behind it.
Yeah, I don't
But-
know, because Dark Pit was like literally just they took Pit and made his textures black. But like Dark Samus is like the model's different. They've got like all these cool textures. She
It's-
floats.
It does have a little more effort. I appreciate that. But
Mm.
it's not that much
Not
better.
an. Yeah.
I'd say it's higher than honestly, I think they're kind of similar for me. I think they're probably on
I would
the same
also
level.
say
as me.
just because I don't know. I'm also just like once again I'm also just upset about Samus being a heavyweight for some goddamn reason when she's like really fast in canon in her armor. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I'm gonna put them at C at the same too.
All right.
All right. Banjo. We talking S tier? We're talking S
yeah.
tier.
I'm not sure about S tier. I'm not sure.
Not for HDL reasons, but
Oh, shit. Oh my god.
But for pure nostalgia and how we needed our boy back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that bias I
Sour
hear? I didn't hear anything. worse than
Yes, that's incredible bias.
that. Yeah, fine.
You're never gonna convince somebody that grew up with Banjo Kazooie to rate him any lower than S.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hey, sorry, you don't get to talk with your whole feet thing.
Yeah, sour. Oh, what you want to look at Gordon's feet? You like looking at feet, sour, huh? You go to camera mode and zoom in on the feet.
All right, Shulk.
I don't like Shulk that much. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't either.
I think the sword is
Yep.
really stupid and lame. I don't like his outfit. Why has he got like a sword that opens and turns into a lightsaber and it like turns green for some reason? It's just a terrible design.
Part of me likes that he has an alternate skin that's just he takes all his clothes off. I
He
think,
does have bonus features for that.
I think that that's just such it's a bizarre choice that I think is really funny, but I don't actually like anything else about Shulk.
Yeah.
I just think that
Yeah.
that one thing is kind of funny.
Because, yeah, the sword really gets me especially. It's just so nonsense. It has no proper handle on it. The handle is sharp. It opens up, and then instead of like a cool laser blade, it's like a little beam in the middle. I just don't get it.
It also kind of just looks like somebody's like modern take on like headphones.
Yeah, it looks like he ripped it off a
Yes.
car or something.
Like it's made of
It
like
does not look like a
Yes.
weapon.
plastic or something like that. It doesn't look like a very cool sword. It looks like a hunk of
Really weird.
plastic.
Yeah, like it looks like something fell off of like a really cool custom car, and he just picked it up and went, this is a sword now."
Right, he's going to D tier. What about Sheik?
I like Sheik. I like Sheik a lot.
I also like this version of Sheik. I think they kind of improved it a
Mhm.
little bit. It's a pretty slick design. Not
The
bad.
moves are a little weird aesthetic wise, and really
Yeah,
hard to play,
the,
but that's
the
not what we're
moves
talking about
are
anyway.
keeping Sheik from being too high, but aesthetics wise, I like this version of Sheik. When are we gonna get
Like,
what's
how
her
come Sheik
input,
doesn't
though?
even use a sword until her final smash? The ninja doesn't have a sword? At least I assume that's what she was using that. I can't even tell. I go on rants a lot.
The yeah, it's not perfect, but it's B tier.
Yeah, but like outfit wise, Sheik's very good.
What about Ridley?
I'd say Ridley's wolf tier. I'd say that at least.
What was Wolf
Maybe
tier?
Sephiroth tier.
Oh, B.
Wolf is B.
Yeah.
I would say Ridley's better than Charizard. I gotta be honest.
I like that we got like Metal Ridley too.
And the NES palette, that was really cool.
Yeah, those things are nice. Though the actual design of Ridley is not incredible. It's a little bit dull. Just on the slightest dull side. But I don't think it's a bad design, it's just dragon.
Oh man. But my stream's lagging, so I don't even know where you put him yet. But I know I'm gonna be mad.
I haven't put Ridley anywhere yet.
Okay, jeez.
But I think Ridley gets points for being a pirate. Although I don't think
Yeah.
Ridley reflects that very well in his design.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's kind of just like you imagine these pirates on their spaceship, and it's like a bunch of just dudes in like armor with guns, and then just a giant dragon sitting there. It's
Yeah, and
a
it's
little.
also unclear if Ridley's intelligent. Is the other part. But that's going into like the franchise nitpick.
Yeah.
Which is like,
So I can't go too far back into that, but I'd say Ridley's B.
yeah, I'd say B.
All right. Captain Falcon. We're almost done now.
I want to say high because
more to go.
like of bias, but honestly, he's not.
I would put him
he's
high.
not that cool.
I'd put him high.
Yeah. But the colors especially, it's a little clashing.
Yeah, but he also gets like a lot of bonus points for like having a gun and never using it.
Yeah, it's pretty cocky.
Yeah, that the absolute like cockiness of I have a gun but I don't need it. I'm just gonna punch you in the face. I can kind of get behind that.
Yeah.
I'd put him in A. I like his design.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Fair enough.
The scarf also wins him some points. It's pretty stylish, especially because he kind of like got a race car driver aesthetic.
Yeah, I don't like the outfit, but his move aesthetics are pretty good. So
What I like about him is that he sort of channels like an old school pilot look.
yeah, you got a point.
Kind of like the World War II pilot with the big scarf and kind of a bit of his jacket. He's got a bit of that aesthetic to him, which I
Yeah.
think is pretty cool.
That is good.
All right, Joker.
I'd put Joker pretty high.
I would too.
Mm-hmm.
Good variety with the costumes too. That's pretty
He's
slick
kind of
design.
edgy, but he doesn't go too far.
Yeah, he does. He definitely doesn't go too far into the edgy category. I'd put maybe like A minus B plus somewhere in between there.
Yeah, B is good.
He's a high B. All right, Little Mac.
Mm. I like Little Mac, but talking about aesthetics, I'm not sure if I have much I can say about him, you know?
I think he looks simple, but he doesn't look like too simple.
I think it's the same vein as Incineroar.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, I think he works with what he has pretty well. He doesn't look too plain. He fits the art style really well too.
Yeah. He never
Mhm.
really goes very over the top with what he does. Like, he doesn't have very much, really anything flashy, but.
And he's got some
It's
good
not bad.
variety on his costumes as well. With kind of the different outfits that he wears through the different cups as he ranks up, or the different
The
belts. rather.
wireframe, I think he
Um,
gets bonus points for the wireframe.
Wireframe is fun, and the pink sweatsuit and all that. So I think he's definitely A tier.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of fun to be had with Little Mac. Also, keeping that he's short, I appreciate that too. That's good consistency.
Yeah.
That he's
That is
shorter than
nice.
most people. All right, Min Min.
Mm.
I don't have too much to say about
Actually,
Min Min.
I mean, I definitely do pick on Min Min for being kind of a bad DLC choice. She doesn't really bring much, but I do like her design.
I like her design
a lot.
too. What I don't necessarily love is like I think the different arms. I get why they did the different arms, but they do kind of clash a little.
A little.
They just look maybe like too much, too busy. Which I
Yeah, I
get.
can see
It's a
that.
part of her design that can't really not do that, but just from a pure aesthetic sense, it's a little too busy having like one green arm and one noodle arm and the dragon, and then it's just it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
And I
kind
will
of
say the different arms look a lot cooler from the over the shoulder perspective than they do from the Smash Bros. Side
from the
camera.
side, yeah. Though I do think aesthetic wise, if you ignore her arms, there's a lot of strong stuff going on.
Yeah.
The hat looking like a noodle bowl, the
Yeah.
haircut looking like noodles as well, without looking too much like noodles. There's some pretty good aesthetic stuff with her, so I'd place her probably B.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pretty good aesthetic sense, but dragged down by the arms. All right, Palutena.
Mm.
We're almost done. 4 more people.
Jeez.
That was way longer than I thought it was gonna be. We really had everybody and more.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun, so alright, Palutena.
I mean, she's a little plain, but I mean that is kind of the point. She's a little, goddess design.
Yeah, I think her aesthetic sense, the staff is kind of maybe a little clunky.
Yeah, the staff is weird.
It's a
design
little
on the
big.
end.
If it was maybe a little bit smaller, it would work a little bit. I don't know. You kind of have to be able to see it for Smash because your characters are usually pretty small, but when you look at it
Compared
just
to
on
pit
its own,
weapons, the staff is a lot better.
yeah, I'd agree with that. The shield's fine. Yeah, I think she's pretty decent. I'd put her at B. I don't feel too strongly
that's
either
fair.
way. Wait, is she bare feet too? Or is she wearing sandals?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm not about to Google search
Immediately
Palutena
drops.
feet.
We got
Sarah,
sandals.
Sarah, you're a resident feet expert. Can you give us your input on this one?
Yeah, I've got an image. She's got like heel sandals.
Okay, then she doesn't get dropped.
She doesn't drop off the diving board.
I'm
Put
waiting for
some
the
shoes
chat
on,
to catch it.
Corin.
Wait, can we put it feet tier? Just throw the characters that don't have shoes in there.
Just Corin. Wait, does Mr. Game & Watch have shoes?
That's a good question.
Does Enderman have shoes?
I think what more
Deep
what it is that they're like realistic.
They actually have feet.
Yeah,
feet
that's
are
more what it
real,
is. I don't care that
probably.
like Donkey Kong is not wearing feet. That's or not wearing shoes, but like, okay.
That's fair, yeah.
All right, we've made a new tier at the bottom. Where did Guy? There we go. All right, 3 more. Snake.
I
I
think
would-
Snake's fun to play, but I don't know about design.
I would put Snake high tier. I like Snake's design a lot, but Snake doesn't get to be S tier because he doesn't have a big boss
Yeah,
skin.
for sure.
If Snake had a big boss skin, then he'd be S tier easily.
He got the leopard, but he doesn't have.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
need the leopard print. Just give me my big boss. It'd be like relatively easy to do in regards to some of the other ones they put in.
Right.
They put a lot of work into the other ones, but we never got our big boss. And now with Konami being the way it is, we're never gonna get anything.
Nope.
Oh, I was muted. Whoops.
What were you saying? Did you have a strong?
I
take?
was. I actually was saying S tier, but yeah, no, I agree with you. The fact that he doesn't have like the MGS1 vest or the eye patch or anything does lose him a lot of points.
Yeah, we needed kind of all the different versions of him. That would have made him easily S tier if we had the like old, very pixely PS1 version of him would be
That
great.
would be good.
And
But of course
then
they weren't adding anything in Ultimate for Snake. It's
the one we got is good, and then we needed Big Boss, and then we needed Old Snake, and I think that would have made him easily S tier if we got all those.
We almost got Old Snake in the black suit referencing 4, but that's about it.
Just getting Big Boss would bump him to S tier, but if we got the others too,
Yeah.
that'd be a good bonus.
I do find Snake's Smash design kind of weird because actually looking up his design by games, I don't remember him ever. Like, I don't remember Young Snake ever having this suit. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weirder aesthetic of him. I don't remember exactly if he's ever had something exactly like that.
I
would've-
think it's the MGS2 suit, actually.
Well, no, because he's Pliskin in MGS2.
Uh,
And he's wearing like the standard garb that the other guys. Maybe he changes at the end. I forget if he changes at the end.
yeah, because I'm getting like pictures of this outfit when I Google MGS2 Snake. But
Because I know he had the kind of the facial hair when he was Pliskin. Maybe not like that exact facial hair, and he never had quite that dark of hair. I don't think.
yeah, who knows?
But for most of MGS2, he was Pliskin and had like standard military garb because he was just in disguise. Oh, sorry, that's
Makes sense. I
spoilers.
haven't.
Is that spoiler?
No.
That's
Oh
not
no,
really.
I
That's
I
not
have
really
a
spoilers
friend
because
who is obsessed with MGS. I've heard all this already.
I don't think that's spoilers because like you can literally recognize it's him the second he talks, which is his
Yeah.
first scene. So
Third floor basement.
but yeah, Snake like A minus just because we don't get Big Boss, which is the best version of Snake.
Mm-hmm. But not MGS5 Big Boss. I don't think it's bad, but yeah,
I really like the look of MGS5's Big Boss.
maybe. I don't think it's better than MGS3 Big Boss.
It's
though.
not. I mean, it's not even Big Boss, but that's a whole
That
other
is true.
discussion. That,
Another spoiler I know after not even finishing the game.
That's
but
not
yeah,
much of a
that's my friend.
spoiler. That game's been out forever.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody
But yeah,
knows that.
Like my friend spoils MGS constantly. I know everything already.
I really love MGS. So
Yeah, I the only one I've actually beaten was 4. I meant to get into 3 a while ago, but I still only got like 20 minutes in.
I really like 2. I don't think I like them all, but 2 has some really cool stuff in it.
Oh, I know. I did also beat Revengeance.
Oh yeah, Revengeance is great.
Yeah.
It has the coolest version of Raiden. So
and I'm gonna say it, Armstrong's a little based. A little bit. A little based.
Armstrong is an incredible villain. We need Armstrong for Smash.
Armstrong for Smash.
We got
Anyway,
two left. We got two left.
Yeah, Wii Fit trainers, meh.
The Wii Fit trainers. Male one's boring.
Very boring.
Female high tier though.
Hey!
Oh my god.
H-jail, H-jail.
Sour.
H-jail.
Wait, aren't they feet tier?
They're
Mm,
feet tier, aren't they?
I think they're feet tier.
yeah, but it also they're doing yoga, so it kind of makes sense.
But they're feet tier.
Hold on, we gotta get the render up. We gotta see how detailed these toes are.
Sour, where are you at when we need you?
Oh no, I don't like those toes. That's feet tier.
DJ's calling for feet tier too.
Hmm.
H-jail.
I wonder, is Sar still here? I want to know Sar.
It's feet tier or HJ, one or the other.
I will compromise on.
That's what I was
just
saying.
male
We're...
trainer being feet tier.
I will say that if they are
Apparently.
feet tier, it's so unobtrusive that I didn't notice it.
At least put the male trainer in feet tier.
I will put the male trainer in feet tier.
That's fair.
But I like what I like about Wii Fit Trainer is that they also are kind of like unaware that they're in a fight.
Yeah.
Doing the yoga poses.
Yeah,
But
it's kind of
also
just
putting
like
frame data
Yeah,
on yoga poses.
We
is
Fit as a
really
whole,
awkward.
love the whole idea. It's
yeah,
awesome.
it's kind of the whole I'm gonna move my arms however I want, and if you walk into them, then that's on you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that
I
entire
like
concept.
the idea.
It really
but-
feels that way playing them too.
It does, yeah. It's just
Like,
I'm
they
I'm
can
gonna
walk into all your stuff.
I'm gonna stand here and do this yoga pose. If you happen to be in the way of my arm, then for
She'll
that.
take the damage.
I really like that, so that's why I'm putting Wii Fit Trainer here too.
I'll say I like
Also,
the
you know,
idea,
yes,
but the execution was a little weird. Like putting good frame data on yoga poses just makes them look really floppy and strange.
DJ, I'm gonna ban you for that last comment just so it doesn't appear in chat. Alright, that's everybody. We've finished it finally. Is there anything that need to be changed?
No, I think everybody's pretty acceptable.
I
Yeah, I think we're pretty good.
disagree on a few of them, but you know that's Jay.
Yeah, you can try to make your case if you want to change my mind.
I'm not good with words.
Gotta up that charisma score.
Yeah, I know.
DJ, that wasn't in reference to the monk comment. That was in reference to the one above it. All right. We've almost done 3 hours now, so we can end it there if you want.
Oh God, we have.
Yeah, I mean the first hour was D&D, but
Yeah.
went for quite a while between the D and we also did the D&D tier list too, so I won't keep you guys any longer.
Alright.
I would I don't know, DJ, I think it might just be us talking about Risk of Rain 2 characters. Alright. Okay, hang on, Sour's back.
Oh God, sour. There was more.
Sour.
Details.
We were discussing the Wii Fit Wii Fit trainers.
We
Wii
were
feet
discussing-
Whether
Wii feet trainers.
it goes in feet. Feet.
we were discussing
Oh, God.
we were discussing Sarah whether or not female Wii Fit trainer can escape from feet tier,
Ah,
which is at the bottom here. As you can see, we've added another. We were looking to your expertise, Sarah, but you weren't here.
Sarah, what is your opinion on the Wii Fit trainer's feet?
See, she gets a pass. The expert says she gets a pass.
Alright.
Nah, it's jail.
She gets to stay. She gets to
I'm
stay out
hitting,
of
I'm
feet
hitting the
tier.
emergency
I
meeting
think it's
button.
still H-Gel, but
Oh,
she
it's
gets
still
the-
H still, yeah, but she
the not
skips.
the feet pass.
She escapes feet tier, but it's definitely still H still. We're never gonna get away from insisting that it's not H. But male Wii Fit trainer can stay in feet gel.
God.
All right, that looks pretty good to me.
I still think Rob and Mega Man need to be higher. I still think Sephiroth needs to be higher. Kirby and Meta Knight need to be higher. You terrible taste.
All you're telling me is that you just like the circles and
Maybe I do.
the
Like the
squares.
blob characters.
You know what? You know, I'll give you my real argument, Jay. You ready for this? Booyah!
I agree with Sour. But it's alright.
Yeah, I don't necessarily love this version of Zelda for Ultimate.
Ooh.
Wait, is Zelda feet here?
disagree.
Holy shit! Wait.
Zelda might get bumped. Oh no. Gotta double check. I know she's wearing boots in a lot of them. But...
Our researchers are cracking away.
Yeah, we can hear the
AKA
typing.
Is
I'm sending
she
my
feet
R&D,
tier?
my
God.
my R&D department to research. What does she get bumped to?
Okay, Zelda's got boots. Her toes are out, but she's got boots.
All right, she can stay then.
Darn.
But she doesn't get bumped up to S just because I don't love this version. It's fine.
I
But
do
it's a
love this
little-
version.
I
I
love
think,
it's a
this
little
version,
plain.
but
I think
yeah.
she's much more expressive and fun than Brawl and Smash 4 Zelda.
Yeah.
Nah, I want. I wanted Breath of the Wild Zelda.
I mean, yeah, Breath of the Wild Zelda is good too, but it's a definite
agree.
upgrade at the very least.
Yeah, but
Imagine
also
Breath of the Wild
standing-
Zelda was DLC.
standing next to Link, she just looks weird. Because which version of Link can she stand next to?
That's a good
That's
question.
true.
I
Right?
guess young Link would be the most accurate. Wasn't
Yeah, but he
Link,
doesn't
still
fit
a
the
kid
same.
in
He doesn't quite
Legend
fit the
in
same art
Breath-
style. Look at the difference between their hair.
Yeah,
His hair is like overly shiny. And
it
he
is
looks,
like
he
the
looks
first
way younger
time
than me.
this Zelda game has been portrayed in 3D. Well, wait, no, it was on. What was the name of the painting one? I don't remember.
Like young Link and Ganondorf match each other, but I think Zelda just kind of sticks out. She doesn't quite match any of the
That
aesthetics.
is fair.
They should have went
Yeah,
with.
she's like she should be Breath of the Wild, but she's
She should
not.
be Breath of the Wild or like pure.
I
Right.
do
Ocarina.
still like this design, but I do think it was kind of a weird excuse to go, oh, but Zelda doesn't fight in Breath of the Wild, because who cares, Sakurai? Duck Hunt
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
fight
just-
in Duck
it's like-
Hunt.
Barely ever fights. Excuse
And then
me.
they decided to add Steve. So.
Zelda. Well, at least Steve fights, but like Zelda doesn't fight,
But
so we
still.
we can't add Breath of the Wild Zelda, but also Isabella's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your secretary can beat the crap out of you, but no, we can't have Zelda.
God forbid Breath of the Wild Zelda casts made-up spells that she's never cast in any game.
I know. It's not like they're going by canon Zelda for this anyway, so.
Also, she did wait. Yeah, like she helped the final boss in, in Breath of the Wild. Like
did.
she did fight. She took out the Guardians. She's got cool light spells. Like, come on.
Yeah, just give us Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Give
That's why
us
she
the
doesn't
cleric
get.
Zelda we all deserve.
That's why she doesn't get bumped.
Oh god. I just found something on Google Images that physically hurt me.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to the art channel.
Coach is taking
Oh,
psychic
no.
Maybe
damage.
just Hearth at home. I don't know. One of them.
Coach is taking psychic damage.
No, I think art channel implies I made it. I'll just put it in Hearth at home. Just...
I have-
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't like that Ganondorf.
I don't like him.
Oh,
You know what
God.
he looks like? He looks like the Johnny Test dad.
That's awful.
He's awful. Holy shit.
It's like an orc Zelda.
This is what we're looking at.
Yeah, you know,
Ganondorf?
it's just cleric Ganondorf.
Ganondorf doesn't pull that look off at all.
No.
Zelda kind of
I
pulling
think
it
he's
off.
close.
Zelda
honestly.
could.
Zelda's kind
She
of pulling it
could,
off.
but
She's kind of rocking
Zelda's
it.
pulling it off. But I saw
Zel-
that Ganondorf.
but
fight.
Ganon.
Ganondorf is a travesty. But Zelda's kind of pulling it off.
I think if we switch Ganondorf's pink to like blue, I think it's not that bad. It's skin tone Ganondorf is still cursed, but like you know,
Yeah, it's the like the blonde and the
The
mm,
blonde
light
is
skin
awful.
color. It's really throwing
so
it.
bad.
Yeah.
They made him look like more realistic while also keeping all of his unrealistic proportions. So it just it
Like
looks
looking
awful.
at this Ganondorf is like that meme of like the person like tasting like like the kombucha and then it's just like like just just going back and forth.
Yeah, but Zelda's kind of pulling it off. The ears help Zelda
So it's pulling it off.
look a little more kind of fantastical, so she doesn't look too weird.
Undying Warlock Zelda.
But yeah, that's not working for him at all.
There has been a JoJo that dressed up in pink.
Mhm.
I forgot Giorno Giovanna got added to Jump Force. That was weird. I don't know why they gave Jump Force more DLC. Wait, I'm talking about anime again. Never mind.
Alright, does anybody else need to be changed?
Many people, but you know, I've made my case.
Diddy Kong?
I'm okay with Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong D tier?
As opposed to C.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not.
kind of at the bottom of C, isn't he? Or is he at the top of C? I don't know.
I'm
It
not
doesn't
too
matter.
committed either way. He could be either.
Yeah.
I don't hate Diddy Kong. I don't really love him either. He doesn't have shoes on though. He has feet tier.
Yeah, I'm kind of about it.
He has slightly more human-esque feet than Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
He's getting there, but he's still fine. He escapes feet tier. But he's getting closer than most other people are. Alright. I think we're good. What did you just notice? Devon.
You just saw? Come on.
Yeah, we made you your own tier.
Yeah, you got your own tier now. Oh, Naraka is never gonna let this down. Oh, God.
Just hope
Sorry,
that
I just
Naraka doesn't watch
jumped
the
because
VOD.
of something I saw on Twitter.
Well, yeah, we did add a feat tier. All right. I think we can end the stream there. We've been going for a long time. Among Us stream. I don't know. I can't just jump on every trend. I think isn't that trend dead already anyway?
It is definitely not dead.
It's pretty.
It's on its way out, I think.
They've got new
Yeah.
mods and everything.
It
Oh my
peaked. It
goodness.
peaked in popularity, and now it's kind of.
They've got new
It'll stick
maps,
around
yeah.
for a while, but I don't think it's gonna get more popular.
I don't think it's gonna go
agree.
the way. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere near the way of Fall Guys. I can say that much.
Yeah, it won't
Yeah,
drop off
I
nearly
agree.
as fast as Fall Guys, but
Yeah.
it's kind of
I
in
mean,
like
it'll
a.
probably drop off eventually, but like, I mean, Fortnite's still around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of in like Fortnite tier where people will still play it for a while, but it's not gonna be as like sensational as it always was.
Yeah.
TJ, wow.
Better watch out.
Is that a bannable offense? Is that TOS?
I don't know. I think it is.
I mean, I've threatened you multiple times this stream already, so.
Getting banned.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It could be fun.
Ooh, Great Lorian Monas could be fun. Especially if we get like the proximity chat mod.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
okay.
honestly-
the most entertaining stream I've ever watched of Among Us was one that Kraken did where him and some of the other people he was playing with, they had a massive D100 list of popular characters from every media, and every time they had a new round, they rolled a D100 and had to RP as that character for the entire round, including an impression.
I think a video I really liked was the it was the pronouns version where just everyone had to name themselves a pronoun like me, who, them, she, and refer to themselves in the third person for the entire game.
That's pretty difficult. But
Just
yeah,
like who thinks who saw someone and that guy killed her.
but
So I think who saw me? No, me saw who.
oh yeah, I've seen them do kind of the hide and seek version of it too. That's kind of
Hide and seek is cool too, actually.
Yeah.
But I just think it's really funny that you would roll a terrible thing that you could not do that impression, but you'd be stuck with it anyway. So you'd be trying to convince everybody not to vote you out while you're also trying to do your own terrible impression is hilarious. Just a terrible Peter Griffin attempting to tell you that he didn't kill anyone is a really funny concept.
Holy crap, Lois. Holy crap, Lois, we're in Among Us. Where's the drip? I'm sorry. Another thing that was pretty cool is they've got the sheriff mod now, which is kind of like the vigilante from Town of Salem. It's basically you're just a crewmate with a kill button, but if the person you try to kill is another crewmate, you die instead.
No, you don't want to see my impressions, TJ. They're terrible. I can do like 4 voices for D&D and that's it. Alright, we've been going for well over 3 hours. We can call it a night.
Yeah, Peter.
Alrighty.
Yeah, thank you for those who stuck around. This was a lot of fun. It was nice that we got to do a little bit of D&D too. A little bit of a different stream, but still pretty entertaining. So thank you for sticking around and arguing with us for 2 hours over things that
I
don't
forgot
even
about
remotely
Splash
matter.
Screen, it's so nice.
What campaign do I think is going to go on hiatus first? Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, which ones are you gonna kill, Jay?
No, that's not what I mean by that.
Which party's gonna get DPK'd?
DJ is correct. If everything that I sort of have in mind, I think Fresh Meat will probably end up going on hiatus first. It is entirely difficult to predict just because everybody's paces are different. So
Yeah, Hearth and Home can spend 2 hours showering.
yeah, everybody's paces are different. Hearth and Home also started after a lot of the other groups, so they are
Yeah.
behind as well. Although you guys also have been moving through some stuff a little bit faster. I kind of like, I don't know, I streamlined yours a little bit so that you could kind of catch up a little bit in levels, so that you didn't feel like you were completely alienated from the other two groups. But I think as far as like where I think the hiatus points will reach, Fresh Meat will probably reach theirs the first, unless they. I don't mean for you to milk your sessions. You don't need to. That's why I don't really talk about these things. You don't need to stretch things out. You still have plenty of stuff to do, and don't drag anything out just for the sake of dragging it out. Just take your time, but don't force things to be slow for no reason. I know you're mostly kidding. And no worries, sorry. It's fine. But as far as yeah, you guys did spend a whole session just doing like one night, so I don't think you guys are like bumping. It's not like next session's gonna be your last one, so don't worry about that. But it really just depends on speed. I can't say exactly how long sour. It'll definitely happen this year. Yeah, I know you're choosing, don't worry. But it'll definitely happen this year, most likely before the summer. So probably sometime spring, depending on, it could, again, since it's like one session per week. No, don't worry. Again, you guys don't have to apologize. And I know you're excited. I'm glad you're excited. But I don't know. Maybe another month or two, depending on, again, if people miss sessions or things like that, or if they get sidetracked and do other things, then most likely that. And then I think once one does go on hiatus, the first thing we'll do after that is Lionheart, just because it's a one shot and it's easier to just get going with that and get that out of the way. Well, not out of the way, but just doing that one right up after it is pretty easy to do. And then after that will be Seas of Sand.
Will the characters after the hiatus be like starting at level 1 again?
So the idea behind the hiatus thing is I'm just gonna basically put a pause when you guys accomplish sort of like the main goal of your current campaign. We put you on pause for a little bit, and then gives me time to like maybe write a new direction. So for example, Fresh Meat, their current goal is we need to get our records cleared, and they do that by accomplishing their current goal. And so once if they manage to do that, if everything goes fine and nothing weird happens, or they TPK, if they accomplish that goal, then they'll be at a point where they kind of are like, well, what do we want to do now? They have a bunch of different like threads that they can pursue, and I don't know which ones they want to pursue, and they can talk about that in character. But that's a good kind of like hiatus point where it's just like we'll talk about their direction and then take a break from their campaign for a little bit, and we'll start a new one with new people from level 1, just like how we started with you guys, level 1, with like kind of some fresh blood mixed in there in a different location with different characters. And then eventually when that campaign hits a hiatus point, then we bring the other one back.
I see.
And then that'll give me lots of time to write a whole bunch of new stuff, all these different new things you can go and do. And gives us a chance to kind of see some new stuff without spending like, because if I did you guys all the way till you're like end where you're like level 15 and my character has reached their final moment, then that would take us like 3 years. And then we would never get any new people in here. So
Right.
I'm just kind of basically think of it like seasons. We see season 1 of your campaign, and then if you want to continue, if you guys are just like, nah, we'd rather just start new characters for our next thing, then that's fine too. But
it's like JoJo.
the idea would be, it's kind of like we'd finish a season for you and then get a different show in there, and then do their season 1 and then bring that back. And they're all gonna, of course, tie together because they're all in the same world. So you'll see reoccurring things from other campaigns. But yeah, I'm also gonna mix the people up too, so that new campaigns will get some people who are current players who have the time to be in maybe 2 campaigns at once. But kind of mixing people around, as well as introducing completely new people too. One of the campaigns will definitely be of the 3 that are kind of lined up to queue in. One of them will be all new people, and then I haven't decided kind of the mix that I want to do for the other 2s. Alright, DJ, do you want the name? There's some other players who will be in pairs, yeah. Not just you in pair. But I'm not going to talk a crazy amount about it just because it's more fun if things are surprises. And plus none of it's set in stone yet, so I won't speak on it as though it is and then have to change things later. It's better to just wait till everything's set in stone and then yeah, okay, DJ. Okay, so we have Lionheart, which is the one shot. We have Remedy and Ruin, which is one of the campaigns. We have Seas of Sand, which I think everybody can kind of guess what that will be about. And then the last campaign that'll get added to the rotation is called Whispers in the Woods.
Oh no, more Wildwoods.
I didn't say that.
Sildren's back.
I haven't gotten out of here in 3 years.
Yeah, it's a Sildren solo campaign.
Yep. 5 years in the future.
God.
But yeah. So I won't say anything about what they're about because it's more fun if they just find out as it goes. But yeah. Whispers in the Woods. And now you guys know all of them, so
Wow.
now you have to stop pestering me. That's not gonna be. You're gonna have
No.
so much less fun.
They're gonna keep pestering.
Yes.
I'm happy they're this
Next,
excited.
they'll want to
about it.
know where. Next, they'll want to know where they start.
Yeah, there's some mystery elements to it. But yeah, we'll see. Eventually, since we are relatively close to at least maybe one hiatus point, I am trying to figure out Lionheart stuff. So eventually, I'm gonna start recruiting for Lionheart. I want it to be people who are like current players because it's weird to throw new people into a one shot. So.
Eyes emoji.
So it'll mostly be people. It'll probably just be. Actually, I might just say, "Okay, everybody, pitch me characters," and then I'll just pick which ones.
Pick the characters.
And then I'll just pick which one I think would fit the one shot the best. Maybe, I don't know. That might be a way to do it. We'll see.
Oh boy.
You're gonna get 300 characters.
I would make it that everybody pitches one.
Yeah.
Pitch a character, well,
Yeah,
pick-
for
pick a
good
character,
reason.
eh? Well, just like slams down a filing cabinet, opens it. There's like 500 folders in there. Let me just pick a sheet.
You receive 2 terabytes of character designs.
It is gonna be a 4 limit, DJ. Like most of them are just gonna be 4 limits. It just works the best for DMing.
Yeah,
But
I just like mail you 3 hard drives of like 4K character art.
just 20 terabytes of characters.
Just like, hey Jay, so about that
I know. Anybody who wants to play will eventually get another chance to play. and you guys are always gonna have your campaigns that you're currently playing in, unless you guys TPK. But even if you guys do TPK, we can still do things with the same group. So everybody's still gonna get to play no matter what. So don't worry too much if you don't get picked for one of the campaigns. I'd have everybody all the same campaign and we just play every single day, but that's not really realistic. So you just gotta kind of balance things.
At least I'll have time to branch out. I mean, looking into the System City of the Mist, it looks cool, but also very hard to learn.
But yeah, I get it. But it's just the easiest to DM for people. Makes
Yeah, and
balancing
our,
things good. It makes
sorry.
it makes interactions work. The more people you add, the more. Well, hang on. Okay, first things first. Sour, thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good night.
Bye, Sour.
And I might be sending you stuff if you're still here, Sour. I might be sending you stuff at some point in the future. So just look out for that. And yeah, because we talked a little bit in the past about some stuff, but I've fleshed some of it out a little more, so I'm gonna pitch you some ideas. So pay attention to that. But there's no urgency, so just answer when you have the time. But other than that, have a good night. And okay, DJ, hold on to working on your pitch until you hear my my description of what I'm looking for, because you might come up with something that is entirely unrelated, and then use your one submission on that. So hold off maybe for a little bit until I say exactly what I'm looking for. It'll probably be a Discord post rather than talking about it on stream. But yeah, I think that'd be a fine way to do it. Just everybody pitches me one, and then I pick the characters rather than picking you guys, because I like all you guys. But we'll just see.
My writing pants on.
I will say don't go nuts. It's a one shot, so don't write
Alright.
Don't write 7 chapters, because it is just a one shot. So don't go too crazy. I'm looking for kind of streamlined characters.
Oh man.
Doesn't mean that you can't write a backstory, but if you go too crazy and then play one session of your character, then you might be the more disappointed one than me, is all.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for your guys' sake. Don't go too crazy. Save those ones for full campaigns, because that's better when you have a lot of time to explore it. But if we're just doing a little one shot that's like 2-3 sessions long, you won't get the adequate time to fully explore that character, and you'll just be kind of sad about it. So keep that in mind. I was also thinking another thing now that I'm talking about this. I was gonna add so a lot of the times I'm like constantly making characters, and then I never play D&D. I just DM, so I always make them into NPCs, just because I have way too many characters to ever play all of them, so most of them just get moved into NPCs. But there is one that I have never done that to. So I was actually thinking about maybe putting her in the Soul Forge as my own character, because I don't know if I'll ever play, but it might be fun to just do that.
If you do.
Yeah, just to
Got
permanently
one lined up.
place her there with the rest of your characters. Just so that I'm amongst the ranks too. Yeah, I gotta stake my claim so that no one can steal my ideas and then claim that they thought of it first. So yeah, if you see someone randomly appear in the Soul Forge, then it's my character.
Wow.
Because I wouldn't be 100% against playing maybe one day, but if it's gonna be in this world, then there's a lot of stuff we gotta talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a one shot. I would be hesitant with this character because again, with writing, there's not a lot you can explore in one shot. So
Yeah, I love all my characters so much.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Is a lot of these Soulforge characters that you guys have poured a lot of deep backstory into, they're not ideal for one shots just because I think you won't get to fully explore that character. So if you're thinking about who you might want to make for a one shot, maybe think of somebody brand new.
Maybe I'll finally try the shallow JoJo monk. God.
But yeah, maybe eventually we'll find a campaign that I can play in. But it'll probably be a while from now, so I'm not betting on anything like that. It would be fun though. Yeah, I'm way too much of a control freak. That's why. Alright. If you guys are into that idea, then I'll throw her in the Soul Forge at some point. Because she's all done. She's just in
Yeah.
she's in my characters section, so it's easy to just move her over. But other than that, I don't know what else to say. I think that's everything. Got enough insider details, DJ? I don't know what that was in reference to, DJ. I said a lot of things. I sometimes just ramble, so with the delay, it's sometimes hard for me to.
Don't we all?
Oh yeah, I was gonna post this, but you guys are here, so as far as the milestone, oh, that's what that was in reference to. As far as the like milestone system of leveling, you guys are at like a really weird point since we had that little mini session. So I'm gonna say just you guys level up for your next session.
Yo.
It'd be too weird for you to do it like mid session. It would interrupt everything. So just level up now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll post it in the Hearth and Home chat too, so that the others know to do it too. But I just don't want to make you guys like
Gotcha.
pick spells and stuff in the middle of things. So
I actually
just
don't remember if I get
Imagine
those.
being a spellcaster.
I think I get one.
just do it now. And then have that ready for next session and you'll be all good.
Let's
Alrighty.
go.
Don't worry, freshman, you guys are really close to it too. You're
And
kind
then
of
can I
guys were
DM
in.
you about feet? Feet. Feet.
Oh, can you try?
I was like, I started saying
Oh,
feet, and then I
Oh,
was like, wait,
I got it.
I got this. I got this. I can just totally scoop this in right here.
Oh,
I was like, it's too perfect.
My
I
brain.
gotta-
I'm okay. Chad is looking at the Theater of the Mind splash screen, but I still have the Smash thing open in front of me. So when you said, "Can I DM you about feet?" I was like, "What?" I didn't even connect it to D&D feats.
God damn. Oh, you fucker. Jesus.
DJ, I was actually. You guys hit another weird point where I want to move you guys to 4, but you're like weirdly in the middle. I was actually gonna mention this. I should probably just say it now since you have some days before then. For you guys, I think we might have to do a mid-session level. So if you could come prepared with what you want for that, then that would be really helpful. So just nah, I'm not scolding. But oh, okay, that's where we went. But yeah, you just had a really weird point in the milestone thing, where it didn't really make sense to level you at the end of the session, but it probably was. I don't know. It's just weird it's from my perspective, which you guys can't really see, but it's just odd from my perspective. But I think if you guys came ready, that would simplify things. Definitely before the heist, yeah. It's just like the way you guys are at. I have no way of predicting what order you do things. So the milestones are a little bit weird, where you could spend a really long time before hitting your milestone, or you could do it right away. So I've been kind of reworking the milestone as you go, just to sort of make it make more sense. But I don't know. It's just weird. I'd probably do it differently if I had like the 2024 site, but I think you guys should come ready to do it, because I'll just let everybody know, have like Perry ready and stuff so that she knows what she gets. Because you're just at a strange spot.
You can swap spells when you level up as Bard too, right?
Yeah, especially with Tasha's stuff, you can do a lot more with that stuff.
Okay.
I've never been
Not
too
sure
strict
if I
about it
will,
either.
but-
I've never been too strict about it either. Classes that can't do that can still pitch to me why they want to do it and have it happen. So,
Okay.
um,
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to, but I'm just thinking about it.
yeah, it's all good.
I was gonna
But yeah.
swap one of my cantrips, but prestidigitation might still be useful at some point too. So yeah.
Yeah, cantrips is the Tasha thing to be able to change, because before cantrips were all just hardwired onto your character, which I actually kind of like. I actually kind of liked that, like, cantrips were, since you can cast them so at will, they were sort of like ingrained in who you are. And so I kind of liked that you couldn't just shift them around really easily. You had to get more creative with the ones you picked at the beginning. That's kind of fun. I think there's definitely scenarios where you're like, I just want to flip this, and that would be fine. But there's an element to cantrips that I like, where they're sort of like built into your character, which is why you can cast them at will.
Homebrew Nyanhari feat. That's cool.
Which one's that?
Feline Grace. I did not know about that until now.
Oh yeah, that might just be, I forget what that was. So those like been well over a year since I made that, so who knows.
Although it's also one out of the 5 feats that are showing up. My God, D&D Beyond.
Is that all that's showing up for you?
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing. It's Linguist, Feline Grace, Elemental Adept, Durable, and Agile Athlete.
Yeah. Look through the other ones outside of that. Tell me what you want, and I'll
Yeah,
do
I
it.
will.
Also, make sure that everything's checked on your character's boxes on that first page.
Which boxes?
Yeah, have her use Player's Handbook for the first season, and then we'll look. There's only a couple, and I actually got rid of a couple of them because I didn't like them.
Okay.
So don't worry about the homebrew feats too much, DJ. But yeah, so to look through, it should only have a few, just because you guys don't have the same shared thing that I'm getting from the Fresh Meat group. But so you'll probably only have a couple. So just tell me what you want from external sources, and I can usually just add that to your character. But yeah, just message me about what you're looking for, and we'll have a discussion about it, because it's not too much of a big deal.
All right.
There's a couple feet that I hate, but feats that I hate. But most of them are fine, so don't worry too much about that. But other than that, the next stream will be... Yeah, just go with your original plan. You're fine. Next stream will be Fresh Meat on Friday. I'll make you guys a splash screen like this too. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern. I think it'll probably be another interesting session. Since you guys are primed to kind of start acting on a lot of stuff, so I think that'll be a very entertaining session. Yeah, lucky. You just keep reminding me of Killian never using her lucky, her lucky trait. She uses it so little that I forget she has it. The color for your backdrop, it's the same as your normal backdrop. Don't worry, you guys will be fine. That does mean you guys get a brown backdrop, though, unfortunately.
Oh, no poo backdrop.
But season 2 maybe we'll change that up. So. It was to match kind of the dingy vibe of Basat, but they're out of there now, so.
Mm.
Brown, yeah. Not purple. But yeah, other than that, Friday will be the next stream. And then same ones as always. Schedule's down below if you're curious. Better not be brown. Monk ass. Uh-oh. Schedule's down below. World Anvil's down below too. If you want more lore stuff, if you're curious. Other than that, thank you for watching. I know this is a bit of a departure from what we usually do. But it was still fun. So, regardless, thank you for watching. If you're watching the VOD and stuck around all the way to the end, thank you as well. For watching this on YouTube, I guess since it has some D&D, I'll throw it up on YouTube too. Thank you as well. If you're watching this and you have not followed, give it some thought. Other than that, that's all I have to say. You guys have anything else to say?
I'm good.
Yeah, read the lore, everybody. There will be a test.
Yeah, read the lore.
That'll be the last session after your hiatus. Is we do a test, and I test each of you guys on all the lore. And
No, that's how you get into a campaign.
if you don't pass, then I TPK your party. Brava smites you if you don't get all the questions right. So everybody study up for your pop quiz. I suppose I have to add the disclaimer. I'm just kidding, and I don't care if you read all the lore. You can read as much as you want. Other than that, have a good night. Thank you for watching, and take care. Until next Friday. Well, I guess it's this Friday, but whatever. I'll see you there for fresh meat and prison streets. Have a good night.